Okay. Let's see what everybody else gets online. It's movie time. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Yo, how do I just drink a cup of vodka like that before the intro? God damn. It's gonna hit me eventually. All right. What up, people? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know it's a little bit late. I called the itis earlier. I woke up. I was like, damn, day 2, the chat's going to kill me. They're going to say, fuck this nigga, man. This nigga is the biggest liar ever. And I told you we streaming until the end of the year. So I woke my ass up. I stumbled out of bed. And I said, let's get to the streaming room. And then I did a long-ass intro. So my bad. So I'm still going to give you all a couple hours. But, yeah. Pretty much, let's hop into it, really. Hey, yo, did you see Complex? Yo, Complex wrote this article about my rant from yesterday, and it's so interesting with Complex at times. By the way, when I went to Complex, I will say shout out to the current, heads of Complex and even the CEO. They treated your boy like royalty, which, shit, me and Joe deserve a statue outside of that motherfucker. I'm just saying. But I will say, sometimes I'll read their article and it'll be from like one author or whatever. And sometimes that should be having me thoroughly confused, right? I'll tell you why. Let's search. Da-da-da-da. So they wrote an article, and the article says DJ Academics alleges. I love that. DJ Academics alleges Kendrick fans are from India, pretending to be from Compton. And if you can't already tell off face value, this is someone who missed the entire point, and the point was bigger than me, right? Like, I came on the tail end of kind of like calling out a few things like, yo, that's happening. But the idea is bigger than that. Now, I give too much credit, I think, to Complex, because I do think they're writers, even this person, Joe Price, that's their name. I think they're smarter than that. I think they're smarter than trying to make this about academics just throwing wild allegations. The bigger point, which I thought Complex would clearly get, right? And we could read some of this after Elon Musk, DJ Academics wrote a series of, DJ Academics wrote a series of racist tweets. Oh my God, Complex, y'all look great. Alleging that, so it's racist to allege that these motherfuckers ain't from Compton, but they're from somewhere else. They missed the complete point. Here's the thing, chat, and this is why we have new media, and this is why people look towards alternate outlets for their narratives, because it's so easy to be dishonest. If you took from everything I said, and you're like, academics is just trying to say that people aren't from Compton, contextually you're wrong. Academics just doesn't like Indians, contextually also wrong, right? And also just wrong flat out. The point was that, and this is where outlets or, companies like Complex, this is why they've lost entire, and by the way, they just paid me to do Complex. Like, they've lost entirely all of their viewer base because they hire these random writers that because they're getting paid. I'm telling you how, this is where journalism is. And we're going to go into a lot of things, including the Milagro case, because when people start talking about journalists and writers, everybody's lazy. Nobody really wants to write like a real think piece. It's all about like these little, keywords that trigger a viewer or trigger a reader or listener or a headline that's clickbaitish. Complex, let me teach y'all how to do y'all job. Y'all could have, I get it. There's always going to be a little hate train for academics. So you could be like, yo, academics is saying stuff that might be inflammatory and he's calling out people, but he's talking about Compton. Completely take everything out of context, but miss the overall point. Let me tell you, if you want to have a real publication that is going to create thought-provoking pieces, this is how the article should have went. And it's kind of interesting because even in 2025, I'm still schooling Complex to do their job. When I showed up there in 2017, they said they had 8 people study my YouTube channel to figure out how one guy was whipping their ass and they had 400 people at a company. It's okay. I'll teach you how to do your job in 2025 as well. Here's the article that y'all missed. The article is this. Hip-hop conversations these days, and hip-hop, as hip-hop seems divided between, the Drake and the Kendrick fans, most of the most vocal people don't happen to be media personalities. I have to let you know that. Of course, you have the DJ, Dickhead, and a couple other people, but the majority of people that are propagating these things are these accounts that are on X, which people have admitted is a town square, and those people, they have radicalized the conversation rather than just take the beef on face value and be like, oh, it's good beef, it's over, or it's a good battle. They're like, this guy is a weird case. He likes kids, and they've done this to a divisive point that is actually a real problem. The artists themselves have even fell back from this stuff. You had Metro Boomin championing some of the stuff that Kendrick fans would say about Drake until he got accused of sexual assault. You get to realize that these non-personality people on either side play a part in the narrative of how hip-hop is going on. Okay, by the way, Complex, are y'all taking notes? I hope y'all are. So, here's how things progress. You get to, we've now been a year and a half since the battle, and the tension is still high. We have rappers themselves, and y'all interview them, they're telling you rap has changed since the battle because the focus of the public seems to be unifocused on this one core insular thing. Let me be a little bit more succinct because I know some of y'all probably have short attention span there. The main people who are driving certain narratives in hip hop that still surrounds the main topic, their accounts on X. Okay? What Elon Musk did, he revealed that a lot of those popular Twitter accounts that not only were just reposting things, because I love all aggregators. Shout out to all my Clippers. I love y'all. I love all of these people. However, there's people who have been disseminating opinions about the culture and where it goes that seemingly are detached from the thing they're talking about. People that are acting like they know what culture is, but they're in Sri Lanka and they're in India. They're the ones saying Drake is a fucking fraud. They're criticizing a light-skinned black man while they're an Indian dude at a call center. That's the problem. Now, if anybody with a brain, and even Joe Price specifically, was trying to create halfway a thought-provoking think piece, the real story here is how does hip-hop and the voices supposedly associated with it from media all the way down to Twitter pages, stan pages, how does that voice get hijacked? Or could it get hijacked? It goes into the bottom. Is it a possibility that the direction that hip-hop is going in could be hijacked by somebody with a foreign interest, someone who is not of the culture, or could it be completely botted? That's a great story. You could go so many different angles, but not Joe Price at Complex. Joe Price at Complex looked like he's getting paid $8 an hour to write an article. He threw it into ChatGPT. ChatGPT spat out some article that told him, hey, listen, why even think about this? Just talk about academics. You missed the point, my brother. And Complex, once again, you've missed the entire... Y'all should just stop writing articles. Y'all got this one dude, what's his name, Jordan or whatever, let him rock out with Complex. At this point, he looked like him and Speedy, the only two sensible people up there. Just let them rock out, okay? At least they try to, they're out there, we're seeing them do some stuff. Because all of these writers I see at Complex, retards, okay? I just gave y'all how y'all could have had a really good article. And by the way, here's the thing. And this is why when people shit on like the Rolling Stones or the Pitchforks or whatever, that's the outlet that's going to come with the real thought-provoking piece. How is hip-hop voices being diluted, being subverted, and how are people infiltrating the conversation while not even being in the country of origin, while cosplaying that they're as close to the situation, i.e. pro-black, and they could tell what culture is? Again, a little bit too much for a Complex writer. Above y'all head, okay? I get it. I love y'all. Don't worry. Price just went up 30% more for next year Complex Con, but I'll be here when y'all call, okay? Every time I see some dumb shit like this, I'm like, tax them. Anyway, Anyway, okay. Are y'all up at 2:30? I feel like we're live, but I feel like I'm creating a VOD. So a lot of people who are like drivers and shit, truck drivers, you guys will watch the VOD of this. Maybe not necessarily you're live at this moment, right? But it's all good. Okay, so we start there. Yeah. Okay. You know, it's so funny, and if you ever wonder about agendas, nobody really wants to talk about. Again, if it was a Drake type thing, everybody would report about it. Because this kind of looks a little bit bad on the other side, nobody really wants to do in-depth analysis anymore. Quick update, 50, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I thought he was trolling, because I do think 50 is a guy to kick you when you're down, and Diddy did seem like he was down for a long time. Pause. And I thought 50 was just trying to kick his back in. It was clear that 50 wanted him to go to jail for a lengthy time, maybe for the rest of his life. And I've said personally, I really think that 50 wanted him to go to jail because he was fucking his baby moms. You get what I'm saying? And that's what that is. However, it looks like 50 wasn't playing around when he had announced from back in the day that, he was going to create at that time he called it the Diddy Doc. And he said he was going to do it and, all pun intended, he said he was going to do the doc and put it out with Netflix. And it appears that he wasn't capping. Netflix has actually put out a press release. Variety and other outlets picked it up. And they have announced that there is a release date, December 2nd, which is the Netflix documentary series from the executive producer, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. And it is called Sean Combs' The Reckoning. It's going to only be on Netflix. And yes, 50 is the executive producer. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This is a huge power move by 50. Now, I love 50, so we're not going to get into certain stuff, but 50 doesn't have the cleanest history. Sometimes I feel like when they go for these type of docs, the Surviving R. Kellys, they go for the most woke person to present the doc because you kind of need somebody to soapbox. With all due respect, I'm not saying 50 had freak-offs and shit like that, but 50 is 50 Cent, bro. You know what I mean? It's like 50 Cent isn't the most model human being. Not saying he's been accused or he does stuff that Diddy does, but 50 is 50. So I got to imagine he has some pull because Netflix has put him as the face of this. He is the executive producer. By the way, Dreamlit Beats, thank you. He says, top of the morning, check out my latest beats. I will, my brother. Everybody check out Dreamlit Beats, all right? Cool. Here's the thing. 50, are you going to have your baby moms in there? We need Daphne Joy in there, okay? We need a tour of the spot that Diddy was paying for, the $10,000, that people could get a full scope of what paying $10,000 a month in rent gets you in terms of getting a woman who's down and getting peed on, down and getting fornicated by multiple strange men. She basically said that Diddy had, she said she was trying to provide a all-star freak off. I still want to see the all-star lineup. Pause. Actually, that sounds wild. The all-star freak off is crazy. So anyway, and that's coming. Now, 50 did post, and he had a caption. I thought this was aimed more at Dame Dash because I was kind of believing Dame Dash when Dame Dash was like, 50's just lying, like anybody could say anything. And he says that 50 says they said I was capping. What happened? And I think he's talking to Dame Dash. Greenlight Gang, G-Unit Film and TV. I'm wondering if this is coming out of Shreveport too. And I guess we have is this a trailer? Let's watch.
You can't continue to keep hurting people and nothing ever happens. Just a matter of time. You can't continue to keep hurting people.
Which voice is that? Is that Choke No Joke?
And nothing ever happens. Just a matter of time.
I gotta be honest with you, man. the more time goes on over, and we've had like 20 years now of examples. I don't believe in violence, but I see why niggas shot 50, man. Yo, this nigga is gonna push you to the point you gotta shoot him. Like, I'm telling y'all the honest truth, bro. The more time goes on, you realize 50 getting shot wasn't like, you ever watch Get Rich or Die Trying the movie? And it's kind of depicted like, especially like the recovery process, you feel so bad for him. But when you realize the shit 50 be doing, bro, yo, 50 literally had Tia, the chick that be like on Tia or whatever, like before she developed like a personality. 50 took her shopping to fashion, to Forever 21 and had all Rick Ross's kids rubbing in their head, doing all type of shit to them, like sunning Rick Ross. Rick Ross can't be cool with you after that. You get what I'm saying? Ja Rule, we all know about that situation. Like, everybody this nigga has beef with, 50 has done some diabolical shit where you're like, yeah, once he did that, I can see why a nigga might want to shoot him. 50 is a diabolical nigga. That's just is what it is. And watching this here, I'm like, yo, Diddy got to be up in Fort Dix. No pun intended. Talking about the jail, the prison, actually. And he got to be saying, fuck Kid Cudi. I don't think Diddy would have did none of this to 50. I think most people actually fear 50. Because if Diddy was blowing up cars and shit like that, nigga, 50 is the person who really has kicked your back in over the years. Why you ain't doing nothing Fifth? Or maybe he's just scared of Fifth, right? Damn, did he do it? You know what's so crazy, too? The timing about all this matters. I honestly, and y'all tell me what y'all think, I really do believe that the tide is changing on Diddy, and I knew it would happen like this. By the way, whenever he comes out, they're going to give him, like, he's going to get Max B. Welcome times 1,000. You know why? As long as he didn't get found guilty for sex trafficking, and by the way, I still think his sentence could be commuted. I think it will be commuted, and mark this, clip it. I think Diddy's sentence is going to be commuted when Donald Trump is leaving office. Why? He didn't get convicted for sex trafficking. He got convicted for hiring and transporting prostitutes, something that most of these rich niggas do. They fuck bitches, they fuck niggas and bitches, and they pay for it. That's kind of looked at like a white-collar crime. You get what I'm saying? And I could see on the last day when Trump is sticking the middle finger up and walking out that White House and saying fuck you to everybody, he already got his shit off on most of his ops. He going to let out everybody he might need in the free world as a civilian, because when it comes to Trump, he all about that business. Now, granted, I don't think Diddy's going to be a viable person for a while in terms of business, but going back to the original point, I think people's opinion is changing on Diddy. Honestly, I think people kind of look at it like, all right, he's doing his time, but how people were looking at him in terms of like believing Cassie at first, niggas don't look at Diddy like that. They just look at him like, man, you nasty and freaky, nigga. You nasty and freaky, and yeah, you used to beat chicks up. But we've forgiven mad woman beaters. Let's be honest. Your favorite rapper is probably a woman beater, okay? Even if he rap fast and, you know what I mean? Superpower, big new chop. He'd probably beat his chick too. It's okay. We forgive woman beaters. Let's keep it 100. Oh, y'all want to keep it 100? Okay, all right, bet. It's okay. It's a lot of woman beaters up in hip-hop. So when it comes to that, I've seen like the atmosphere change where people are like, all right, man, whenever you come out, it's going to be lit. Most of them chicks was lying. And what I think this doc is going to do is going to re-villainize Diddy. This happened before his indictment, or the last indictment that sent him to jail. Talking about R. Kelly. Like, that surviving R. Kelly shit, that's what really sent that nigga to jail. You get what I'm saying? But it just reminded people, why y'all fucking with him? I think this doc, if I think 50 really hates Diddy as much as he does. And remember, he was trying to get Diddy to go to jail for life. He was hoping. Remember, he was clowning the lawyer. You dickhead. Yeah, that's why he about to go to jail for life. Now when we find out he's only doing like 4 years, it's like, I think this doc with 50's direction, is going to make sure that Diddy is seen as a complete fucking monster, and maybe if he can drum up some of those emotions that could get people to say, all right, man, even if he gets free, yo, he really got away with some crazy shit. And what I think that's going to hinge on is not only 50 crafting the narrative. Could you get Daphne Joy to get on there to cry? I don't know if she would do that. Could you get Cassie on this shit? You need the victims. Remember, you need the victims. What did it with the surviving R. Kelly thing? You need the victims. So we're going to see if any of the victims who may or may not have testified during the trial, will they come on this documentary and speak? We will see. We will see, people. All right. Cool. Will I watch it? I will. But remember, 50 Cent's hands is on that scale. He's trying to definitely turn that where y'all don't feel endeared or sympathy for Diddy, right? Did y'all see this? Chrisean Rock did an interview with Is everything okay with the stream? Or are we losing connection? Give me a second. Okay. We're good. All right. So, did y'all see Chrisean Rock's new interview?
We are back.
And she kind of like went through a bunch of stuff. Shout out to my boy Steiny. Steiny's killing it. Yo, what happened to the Nelk Boys podcast, which is Full Send? I feel like I barely see them. I see Steiny all over the place. Steiny had 6ix9ine, Charleston White. She got, I think they had Blueface. They got Chrisean now. This just kind of lit. Anyway, Chrisean Rock did an interview with Steiny, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I was a little bit. I haven't watched this full interview yet. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow when I'm doing my construction shit. But like, I'm gonna keep it a being. Like, I kind of felt away. Like, just on the clips I saw. You know why? When she showed up she offered to do the interview with me. I think they paid her. And maybe that's the difference. When you pay somebody, you get a better interview. I don't know. She came here, she was like trying to come through with holy water. She wanted to pray, Bible, all that type of stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they told us, they said, hey, we're down to answer anything, but please, can we just not talk about the baby? And I'm like, all right, I want to be respectful. It's all good. And anytime I really asked about anything, she was just like, oh my God, no, let's keep it positive. And now she's on other podcasts, like giving it up. You feel what I'm saying? She's on this white dude's podcast. Shout out to my boy Steiny, but she's just giving it up. And I'm like, what the fuck? And the reason why I respected some of what she requested pre-interview is that, bro, she, like, off top, she was on some, let's pray before we start. And I'm like, oh my God, all right, you know what? I don't want to be the asshole who's, like, forcing her to talk about certain shit. But I ain't gonna lie to you. She's back talking about this shit. Hold on.
But then it's like, at home, it was in that relationship. But that's fuck said she was going to do to me. So she like, I'm here to clean your room. Gave it back, but why y'all stealing from the whole module? Fuck. It's like.
Mm-hmm.
So she told a story about COi Leray.
That's not a dad.
I care about your son, but I
took the picture, but I'm his mom.
Oh, wow.
Trying to survive out there. No, it was like, I live on your couch because I want to. She mad that me and him is really like locked in.
Okay, so here's the COi Leray story.
COi Leray had this song out, right? I'm showing mad love. I love COi Leray.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Be a hater.
Mm.
No, I understand. I feel like maybe,
this
I get the situation, huh?
Huh?
No, what were you gonna say?
This interview, I'm just airing shit out. I ain't
No,
talked
you're
like this
good.
in a minute.
I want to make sure you're good.
I
but
got me on my
It's because
body.
you have a girl.
I'm not trying to like play devil's advocate. I'm just saying like it's hard to see probably someone, maybe he cares about you and you get jealous. Like it's a situation like that. So I'm not saying
All right,
that.
with the situation with COi Leray, right? I got 300,000 followers. COi Leray had this song out, right? I'm showing mad love. I love COi Leray, but bitch, pretty, everything, tomboy chic. That bro, we the same people. That's how I looked at her when I fucked with her, right? Mm-hmm. Cool.
She said the crazy shit. Well, not crazy, but like, it was an interesting. I don't know if I'm guessing she was being honest, but she said to me, she said she fell in love with Blueface because Blueface showed her how to get to the bag. And to me, that was like one of the things where I'm like, if a relationship is built on your love for a guy because he's able to show you how to get money, that's basically some pimping and hoe shit. Honestly. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know they fought. What do you think Blueface is doing to these chicks, man? Blueface got these chicks like really like going crazy, huh? This one got her. It was confusing when she said that, because I had asked her, she said, if you showed me how to get a bag, I'll get a tattoo of you too. She said that in the interview with me, and I was like, huh? Like, and I guess she was trying to downplay that she don't love him. I think she do love him, but maybe she's, I don't know, maybe she's like one of those women who are like, she loves whoever gets her money. But, yeah, I didn't know she fought with COi Leray. I didn't even know Blueface and COi Leray was linking like that. But I guess we know now, right? Anyway. All good. Let's see.
Are you a genuine?
Somebody said L topic. Hey, chat, we don't have that much rap. Yo, there's nothing going on in rap. Bro, I'm going to keep it a bean with you. Uzi just dropped and it's like, hey, Rock Nation, y'all are ass. Yo, Uzi, if you going to stay independent, you can't stay on Rock Nation, bro. You just dropped 2 songs I seen. Bro, they're not going to make this shit popping for you. Like, I'm not saying go back to Atlantic, but that's not it, gang. I'm going to be honest with you. That's not it. I like the music, but that's not it. The point what I'm trying to tell y'all, chat, it's so hard for people to get attention in music. There's only a few people doing it right. Right? I see Start to Drum Up, and by the way, that's my boy, so I know he's coming with an album soon, but like, I know 21 Savage shit gonna be lit. The rest of these guys, bro, they can't get, yo, Baby just dropped 2 songs, and niggas is forgetting about it, bro. Like, literally forgetting about it. Like, niggas is like, oh, okay, you dropped a song better than every song you dropped in the last 2 years, but so what? It's so hard to, like, generate buzz. Right? So I guess I'm only saying that, chat, because I know sometimes y'all like, yo, we're about to stream till the end of the year. If y'all think I'm gonna cover rap topics, every single topic, because I know, yo, when y'all see me cover Chrisean, y'all like, yo, why are you covering this? Dude, there's not much shit in rap to talk about. You want to talk about Drake again? What do you want to talk about Drake? Yeah, Drake is in Bahamas. We're gonna show the video. He's in Bahamas, like they fucking recorded like a sneak video. It's not even a sneak video. You probably approved it. Of him like finalizing or whatever or doing whatever he's doing. Yeah, he's cooking. Boy's in the kitchen. Stove is hot. Good. There's not much shit to talk about in hip hop. I would love to talk about hip hop all day. Where the fuck is A Boogie? What is he doing? Like, what's going on with my nigga A Boogie? You're supposed to be the king of New York. Polo G, what the fuck happened to you, gang? Roddy Ricch, bro, I thought you were on a comeback. What's popping with that? There's mad things to talk about in hip-hop, but there's nothing really to talk about because all these guys are like frozen in ice because labels ain't putting out budgets and labels don't believe in nothing right now. And also we're at the 4th quarter. Everything's shut down. Usually, I always say December 14th, 15th, the industry shut down. They haven't been spending already. So the shit's shut down already. You get what I'm saying? So I know y'all want me to talk everything about hip hop topics. These things aren't popping. They aren't popping, bro. Like, there's nothing to talk about with these motherfuckers. You get what I'm saying? So yes, some of our topics are gonna go outside the scope. But hopefully, if you're gonna rock with me on this like 30-day journey, I am going to cover a little bit of sports. I am going to cover a little bit of politics. I am going to cover a little bit of like, you know, like for example, this. Y'all probably don't want to know about this or whatever. But we're going to, listen, we got to get content. We're going to give as much as we can. And, you know, y'all know I'm rooted in hip hop. Whether it goes high, goes low, I'm still here. but I can't extract shit that's not there, right? Okay. Number one, I don't even know why I'm playing this, but I was watching this right before. Shout out to Steve Will Do It and like Logan Paul and everything. I'm only putting this up because, and I know you might not know what's going on in their world, but I do want to put up, like, I want to frame this conversation I'm going to have in terms of, I feel like these days, everybody, like, you ever heard of the arms race? Like, with nations, when everybody was trying to develop, like, bombs and stuff like that. And I think it might have been after, like, the atomic bomb, because nations needed to arm themselves. I feel like now with content, we're in a content race, right? It's even hard for me to have friends in the content space, because when I just want to go hang out with you, all of a sudden you're thinking content. Yo, why are we not doing content? And to me, that's what I get soberly reminded. Oh, we're not friends. Everybody is in this like desperate wave of trying to get content. Even you thinking, oh, I haven't seen this person in a while, I'm going to pull up on him. It turns out to be content. Why am I saying that? You guys might not know what's going on with them or what's going on with Steve specifically, but this was a really interesting upload today. My man Logan Paul, who he's a WWE superstar at this point, but like his podcast is it's kind of dipped down a little bit. He had somebody who's kind of in the space that I don't know if they're best friends, but they're cool. And I was watching how they navigated this. Steve is going through a rough patch, and you got to watch how people deal with you for content, right? Like, for example, I covered the Akash thing once. Akash has been really nice to me. He's a really nice guy. I don't know his wife. I know me talking about his wife a bunch. He ain't leaving Shorty, bro. And Shorty not leaving him. It's not going to be good for our relationship, right? Right now, like, I'm watching other channels, bro, they're milking the Akash shit. You know what? They don't give a fuck about that nigga. They're like, yo, this is what everybody, every day I don't know how this chick has created so much info or so much material that the Akash stuff is like, Shorty gives us 15 clips a day. I don't know how. And nigga, this story is 2 weeks old. For me, I'm like, you know what? Y'all said I had to cover it or some fake. I covered it, but I don't want to be just hitting over the head just for content, because that's my boy. And I bring that up because I'm like, yo, a lot of times when you're in this content space, we're in an arms race where everybody feels like they have to exploit everything for content, and you have to take note of the people who don't. I thought this was a really interesting thing because these guys aren't like some random people who don't know each other or come in contact with each other, but there was a really weird ending to this, and it's prompted people to think, yo, if that's your boy, why would you even put this episode out? And I do think we're at that point in content creation where people are supposedly friends, but if they could get a dope clip, that clip is going up. Hey, you might know this person's going through some shit. They're strung out. Maybe you got a secret for theirs. But if you could get a dope clip, man, fuck that friendship. And that's what I'm saying. That's the arms race. So I'm watching this, and then, I don't have to give you too much context, but, I haven't even watched the full thing. I only saw the ending. But I watched the ending as these guys were supposed to have a rapport. But when content is the main goal and everybody's down, this is like a gladiatorship where people will kill you, not literally, but like they will assassinate your character just to get a fucking one up. It felt odd to me, but watch this.
You got his ass.
It was stamina. It was, he needed more.
He got him.
No, he said it himself. He needed way more training and like stamina, right?
Bro, it's not fair, bro.
So remember, all these guys kind of know each other. They're in the same spaces. This guy's from Full Send Podcast. Shout to my guys at Nelk. They've been kind of like competitors with like Impulsive, but like they kind of like are in the same world. So it's not beef. Like, it's kind of like, yo, what's up? Like, they probably, if they're at the club, they would take shots together, blah, blah, blah. And for me, sometimes I look at friendship a little bit different, right? Like for example, with Akash. Like, yeah, I like Flagrant. I like Andrew. Akash invited me to a couple comedy shows. I went to like 1 or 2. Never met his wife. But I feel like, bro, he's trying to be a human to you outside of this. You can't kick his back in. Because trust me, my nigga, I'd be the worst nigga covering this Akash shit if I didn't like him. But I love him. You feel what I'm saying? And also, nothing in that cover with it was anti-him. It was really like, watch out, right? But that's how I treat shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, even with Chrisean Rock, when I met her this and third, bro, y'all could tell. Like, I'm just not a fake nigga. I can't meet you, be in your face, act cool with you, and go home or go to another venue and say, fuck you. To me, that's epitome of fakeness. This is why you can't find no rant of mine like going crazy on Chrisean when Chrisean was like, listen, I came here because I wanted you to have a better understanding of me. And I said, all right, cool, let's do that. And even though I think she's done some dickhead or bozo shit, I'm not going to like call her out because I'm trying to remember those moments of, bro, you were with her in person. You saw her being a human being. Take that into consideration when you're giving commentary. But maybe that's me. I watch these niggas who they're around each other and they will slay each other just for content. And to me, that's a little odd. So anyway, let me just keep playing this.
What's about the next show, too, that we're working on? Family Feud?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
you're getting into formats, huh?
Yeah. Family Feud is going to be like,
So he's back on YouTube. There's a lot of stuff with me. You don't really got to know everything. But the interview's going on. There's people chiming in off camera. And I think what's necessarily happening is that he's kind of like tuned in. But like the hosts are getting a little bit frustrated with him because he's a little bit scatterbrained.
Ukrainians versus Russians, Jews versus whoever the Jews hate, blacks versus the black haters.
And what's gonna happen?
Family Feud at the end of it.
It's like a racist Family
It's
Feud.
a racist show.
What's it called?
Family Feud.
I don't think you'll be able to use the name, man. How are you doing?
And you could tell Logan looks a little bit disappointed. He's like almost tired of the BS.
Can I ask you a
good.
question? How now today?
Hey, yo, I'm doing so good. I think it's an honor for you guys to have me, and I really
An
appreciate
honor
it.
for us or you? Because you said it's an honor for us to have you. Are you saying it's an honor to be on?
It's an honor for me to be on there
Thank
with
you.
you guys. So I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate you. I look up to you, Logan. For real.
Are you gonna?
What are you doing?
No, I look up to you.
Yeah,
No, but the
what are you
show's
doing
not
with the
over.
mic?
No, I'm done with it. I love you.
Is that it? The show's over?
Oh, that's it, yeah.
Okay.
Peace out.
Thank you.
Now, let's be honest. Yo, I rock with Steve, but Steve got an alcohol problem or some type of issue. Like, he's clearly out of it, bro. You get what I'm saying? And this is where I say in content creations a little bit. It kind of reminds me of like Adam with Boonk, but Adam don't know Boonk. You get what I'm saying? Remember when Boonk was like falling over on the podcast and Adam still put it out? No jumper. Remember this shit? Is this one he fell over?
Doesn't matter. But look,
Hiccups. I might got some hiccups. I don't even know.
Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. If there was any personal relationship with these guys, you're a dickhead for putting this out. Come on, bro. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's the issue. I think we're in this arms race in content where it's like, yo, homie's kind of a little bit out of it, bro. Yo, Logan, it's not his fault, nigga. Like, if that's your man's at all, you don't put this out, bro. You don't put this, like, I get you trying to promote this lunchly and all this other stuff you got on the table, but you don't put this out, bro. You be like, yo, dog, I want to do some shit with you when you sober, my nigga. By the way, that's another reason. Like, I always told you about the YB stuff. YB was mad at a few podcasters or whoever he did some interviews with when he was on Gravedigger Mountain because he was strung out. You know what he told me when I went to his dressing room on this tour? I said, yo, Ak, he said, the reason why I love you is because you saw me. And trust me, I seen it. Never talk about it, but I seen it. Nigga, I was at Young Boy's house. He begged me to stay. He say, yo, he called somebody. He's like, yo, send a bunch of 4K trademark. Because I was giving every excuse to leave. I'm like, I'm on the Gravedigger Mountain too long. I gotta go. And he was like, yo, get this nigga some, like, yo, send some merch. Act needs merch. I want him to stay here. I want to work out with him. I want to do stuff with him. And, you know, I have a cameraman too, and we're there, and the cameraman would come over, and I would see days, and like, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, I love him, like, but the lifestyle he was living at that point is my nigga. You know, I don't want to talk about it, but it's like, bro, a fucked up nigga puts a camera in his face. A fucked up nigga takes advantage of that person who's not in it. And again, maybe I'm a little bit older than him, but I don't do drugs like that. Yeah, I do drink, but like, the shit, I was watching him, I'm like, yeah, nah, we good. We'll film tomorrow. It's all good. All right, I'll push the flight back. I'll come back tomorrow. That's what I was on, right? I could have just said, let me get you high, or let me get you on camera high, fucked up, doing some crazy shit, out of it, knocking out, whatever, and let me put it online because fuck it, nigga, like I came up here to go do a podcast and nigga, you over here just strung out. No, I said, fuck that. And actually, I had a convo with him. I said, bro, I won't put out nothing that I've recorded. I don't care that much. I'm glad we repaired our relationship unless we both agree on it. And he reminded me of that when I went to a show. I said, yo, Ak, I appreciate you not taking advantage of me for content in moments that you knew wasn't my best moments. And I told him, I said, nigga, you're my friend. Why would I do that? Who gives a fuck? Yeah, I could have got 5 million views. Who cares? You're my friend. And that's what I be looking at in content creation. And I'm like, yo, y'all will put y'all mans on there. Like, again, it's different if it's like somebody that is, you don't know. So I'm not blaming Adam that much because he ain't no boonk. Even though once the nigga starts falling over, you should probably take a little bit of precaution. But these guys know each other. This nigga's slurring the whole time, whatever. He's probably like so fucking lit. He's walking off the podcast. Y'all still put it out?
Wait, do you think Jake's going to win this fight? Because this is sort of the Jake preview.
Well,
I mean, I don't care.
Wait, so you're back?
what?
Yeah, I'm back.
Steve, what's going on with you right now? Can I speak with my friend? What's going on right now?
And Mike, respectfully, that's not your friend. If this was your friend, this ain't on camera. Like, everything ain't content. This is not on camera. And once you've deemed that he's not maybe in the right mind, you don't put this out.
Why do you seem...
How about this? You guys, tomorrow, you come padel, right?
You play pickleball?
No, padel.
Yeah,
1v1.
You could tell. He's a little bit lit. He's clearly like very sober. Mike's a recovering addict. He's sober.
Padel's good.
You win, you get a $40,000 watch. You win, you get...
See, and I think this is disrespected Logan more than anything because Logan is filthy rich. So like maybe for like the not Logans of this world, if you offer that, they'd be like, oh no, this is great, let's do it. But for Logan, it was just like, bro, what are you doing, bro?
Get a $40,000 watch.
Oh, I have to try it then.
Deal? Mr. Paul?
I'm working.
Steve,
Paul.
Steven,
I'm
can you
working.
answer my question? How are you?
I'm good.
I'm being serious. Can you answer the question? Are you good?
I'm super good. Yeah, I'm super.
I like Mike, but this was so disingenuous to me. Mike, you're someone who I've watched your story. You're a recovering addict. You're someone who used to be an addict. In the history of being an addict, when you were intoxicated or under the influence, when someone asked you that was sober, are you good? Did you ever say, no, I'm not good? So this question was more of a, let me cross my T's and dot my I's for the podcast more than it was, bro, I'm really concerned for you, right? Like you're asking a guy who's out of it. He's out of it, bro. Like, yo, if this is remotely a man's, you cut it. Or if you still tape it, you talk to him like, yo, bro, yeah, this is a bad look, bro. Like, yo, what we doing? if you're concerned. Now, if it's content, fuck it.
Super happy.
Across the board?
Across the board, dude. Just boom, 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 boom. Like, I'm very good.
You know,
Yo, you can tell he knows, but that's what I'm saying. He's potted right now.
you can talk to me if you want to, right?
No,
But he's saying the things to cross the T's and dot the I's. You know he's not good, bro.
I'll talk to you, dude. I'll do drugs. I'll
All right.
I'll say
maybe
the
you were right
N-word,
with that.
and
Yeah, maybe you were right with the end.
me and Paul will
Wrestle.
We'll go yell.
drive around.
We'll go.
Yo, Steve, bro. All right, so look. I definitely have like a line. Yeah. I think you've reached a line.
Okay.
And so like I am gonna ask you to like chill a little bit.
Okay.
Well, I think
not even just for my sake. I can handle the jokes, right?
Just no, it's okay. You're
Just careful, because I told you I hit my line, right?
you're a professional, man.
That's and bro, I go from nice guy to like.
Logan, I acknowledge it. I'm not.
All right, grab him. Let's go. It's done. Thank you for coming on, Steve.
Thanks.
We appreciate it. Thank you, boys. Okay, I'll text you. I can't, get it right every time on the guest. Well, also, I got a little carried away, dude. Got a little carried away.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. Well, I think this has already happened. The way I think people are content hungry and clip hungry and nigga, you'll be there overdosing and a nigga will still be like, nah, keep recording, it's all good. Like, people love, this is content, because I ain't gonna lie to you, I haven't been watching Impulsive in a minute. I clicked on this shit because I seen the clips come across Twitter and I reposted it to my Instagram.
Away. He just got a little carried away.
No, he's intoxicated or he's under the influence of some drugs. Y'all know this.
He got a little carried away.
I can't believe he hasn't gotten hit. I'm just shocked no one's beat the shit out of him.
Like, respectfully, this is like Adrian Broner showing up to the cam show.
Behind the fucking it's all just
Dude, if we weren't on this podcast, I'd slap him up like the second time he said something. But like I'm being friendly because he's the guest. We invited him here, right? But like, man, wow.
Listen.
Yeah, I felt that thing in me be like,
No, I saw it. As the person, listen, can I speak? As the person who invited him on the show,
it's not your fault.
No, I just want to give a little bit of context. Steve is a very, as you can tell, complex person who obviously is battling some stuff. He's
addicted, bro.
Was recently green-lighted to come back on YouTube. I saw that as an opportunity to have him come on the show and talk about it. I did not anticipate that he was going to do what he just did. I think it was a mixture of nerves.
That's another thing. If that's your man's, he's been banned off YouTube. He claimed he was in a depression for mad long because he hasn't been on YouTube. He gets greenlit to come back on YouTube. His first big podcast on YouTube, you basically show he's a junkie. Okay, great. The niggas at YouTube watching this is like, why did we unban him again? This nigga's a junkie. Anyway. All right, let's move on from that. I know usually I don't throw in non-hip-hop topics that quickly. By the way, shout out to Steve, though. I will say that. He supposedly bought 42 Doug like a Richard Mille recently.
But I still beat your ass, Roger.
Yeah, Roger ain't shit.
Yeah, Roger ain't shit, but you're Doug. Happy? Close your eyes, actually. Because I don't pull it up. All right, happy birthday.
Oh, shit.
Because I know you like this watch.
To you.
So, ready?
Yeah.
I thought we'd be twin, dog.
Thank you.
Effective immediately. Thank you. Immediately now.
Sick as fuck. Yeah. But I still beat.
Got him a Richard Mille. Okay. 42 Doug is a dirty nigga from Detroit, man. That nigga don't give two fucks, nigga. That nigga was just like, yo, I don't care if you high, drunk, whatever. If you don't give me a gift, bet. I'm out of here with it. Holy. Hey, shout out to Summer Walker. she's parlayed all that side chick energy into a brand deal. She posted a collab post with Tinder today. And remember, she's the one who was telling Rich the Kid, listen, I don't want to be a main girl. I want to be just a side. She said, yo, I'll let you fuck every couple months, this, that, and third. And, you know, by the way, shout out to Tory Bricks. You know, Tory Bricks hit me in the DMs and be like, because I think she's seen my comments, she seen my tweet where I said, yo, we need more Summer Walkers. And she's like, come on, you don't want no girl like that. And I say, yo, listen, you're a woman, I'm a dude. When a woman is basically telling you she got no pride, no ego, no nothing, and she wants to be the side chick that gets fucked at 3 a.m. instead of being the main girl that gets all the attention throughout the day, and she knows her role. If you know your role, you can't lose your position. I think Summer Walker is a beautiful young woman, and I think she has the right mentality. She got 3 kids. She don't give a fuck. She ain't looking for a husband. She looking for a side nigga and a nigga to pay her bills. Yes, she's rich, but she just wants to get her back blown out. And when women are telling you what they want, I like to believe women. Just give her what she wants. Dick and no problems. I don't see a problem with it. Anyway, she did a collab post with Tinder. Looked like it's a brand post, and looked like she's basically kind of piggybacking off this whole moment and trying to say, hey, save me as Pizza Hut, Domino's, whatever you want to put in their phone, but I'm on the market. Especially after Rich the Kid's girlfriend, Tory Bricks, has aired her out.
My husband's gone now. How sad. I'm finally over it, finally got myself together, and I'm finally on Tinder. My husband's gone now. How sad. I'm finally over it, finally got myself together, and I'm finally on Tinder.
Okay, so it's a real quick one, and there it goes. Okay. What is this? This is the Billboard 200? This is an album chart? Yeah, this is. SOS is here. Is Summer Walker on here? Oh, shit. Summer Walker is... She just dropped an album? I didn't know that. Let's look at chart data to figure out. By the way, chat, we're launching our new stats. Twitter and Instagram and all social channels soon. So I will let you guys know we're launching our own stats social channels very, very shortly. Actually, next week. We're doing it next week. So right after Thanksgiving, you're going to see the announcement from my main page and my other main pages and our auxiliary pages, but we're launching our stats page. Let's see. Summer Walker. Wait, she just dropped an album? I'm trying to look at the first week. What's her first week sales? Oh, finally over at 77K? Oh, shit. I didn't know she dropped an album. Actually, let me just look at his daily. Oh, yeah. Here we go. 77K. It's not bad. Truth be told, without the drama with Richard Kidd, I had no idea. I had no idea that she dropped an album. They said she debuted all 3 studio albums in the Billboard 200 Top 2. First female R&B artist to hit #1 since 2006, and had the biggest streaming week for a female R&B artist since 2021, I guess. Huh. Okay. Good for her. Good for her. While I'm at it, chat, this fucking loser right here. It's been announced. And chat, I told you things are changing, man. If you don't know, hold up. So this nigga Jeremy, I don't know, you guys probably don't know who he is. He's like the sidekick. He's the Molly Querim of DJ Dickhead and Elliott Wilson. They had a show. Basically, after Drake and Kendrick kicked off, they built a show that was basically to hate on Drake. I ain't gonna lie to you. I gotta keep it a beat. Like that was the only purpose of the show. I've never seen another clip other than that. I've never seen an insightful, and by the way, I love Elliot, but I've never seen another insightful take of anything else. It was all about let's shit on Drake and let's try to build an entire career of shitting on Drake. Now, the shitting on Drake period kind of lasted for a year. It did, right? But I keep telling you, we're at an inflection point. Iceman's about to drop, right? We're having the rest of the industry basically saying, yo, y'all are tweaking, man. This shit been down since y'all all unfairly hated on Drake. A lot of people are rocking with Drizzy. I can't even lie. Kendrick has gone, I don't know where the fuck he's going, into the Batcave. And essentially all the entities that have been built upon Drake hate, they're all falling apart. Nobody gives a fuck about him no more. Because if you're still hating on Drake, like a year and a half later, people are like, yo, bro, do you have any other tricks? Now, this dude says, tomorrow will be the final episode of The Bigger Picture. It's not the end of us three together, but it'll never be like this again. I'm so thankful for the community we build and for anyone who tuned in even for a moment. Yeah, you changed my life for real. Goodbye at 6 p.m. tomorrow. I didn't even know the shit was still on air, but I'll go look at it. Let's see what it's called. All right, well, the music video gonna show up. Let's see. Oh, boy. Let me see what they've been on. This is all you need to do. When you see a nigga pull like this, all you gotta say, yo, they're canceling us. They don't wanna keep paying this $7,500 that takes to run the show a week. They're canceling us. Let me look. We'll be able to tell. Oh, okay.
Yo, this is Ferg, and you're tuned into...
Okay, yeah. Ferg shout-out won't do shit for y'all. Last week, 12,000 views. Is Drake in the title? Nope. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Nope, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Yeah, y'all had one formula. Okay, 2 weeks ago.
Yo, it's evidence.
Who's this nigga?
Evidence, check it out. You're watching The Bigger Picture. Let's
Who?
go. Yo, it's evidence, check it out.
Evidence? I don't know. Anyway. 23K, hour and a half. I guess not. That ain't gonna work. Wait. I talking about Drake?
Yo, it's evidence.
No Drake conversation. Y'all talking about Grammys. That ain't gonna work. Oh, y'all put Kendrick in the title. That was supposed to do it. Nah, bro. Can't break 50K with that one. It ain't gonna do it. All right, bet. Let's go 3 weeks ago. I bet we got it.
I'm COi Leray, and you're watching The Big.
Oh, y'all got shout outs at the beginning of the show. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. No Limit versus Cash Money. Is there any Drake in the title? Oh, Poetic Justice. That's a Kendrick song. Y'all can't, all y'all niggas that got shows, y'all can't sustain y'all show. Y'all would be in the WIC line, the motherfucking Social Security unemployment line if it's for Kendrick. He won't give y'all an interview, give y'all nothing to talk about. What are y'all gonna keep talking about? Is Pimp a Butterfly's best album? Come on, man. Okay, so that was 3 weeks ago, 21K. Okay, yeah, that ain't gonna work. All right, man. Shit, watch. I guarantee, chat, I promise you, we're gonna go down. Remember, they say Drake is the worst. The only time we're gonna see some views, Drake. I promise you. Look.
I'm Dwayne Wade.
All right, 23K again. So it's like, was this 5 weeks ago? Yeah, it's a month ago. All right, well, they said NBA Youngboy. Yeah, NBA Youngboy can't bring y'all. Like, nobody want to see, you know what I mean, the closeted homosexual from Canada, Jeremy, talk about NBA Youngboy. Nobody want to see that shit. I'm sorry. It ain't gonna work. All right, bet. So 23K. Oh, bet. Oh, shit. Here's Drake. They put him in the thumbnail. Yes! You gotta put that nigga in the thumbnail if you really wanted to work. Who is this nigga? This nigga like you need a brush.
I'm Mike Dean.
Mike Dean, I know. Yeah, Kanye stressing him out. He look like he just got electrocuted, though. Anyway, what the Drake lawsuit dismissal means. Yes! 37K. Well, it's better than the others. You know, the others were 20. You almost doubled it up. See? No Drake, half. Drake, 2X. That's how it goes, gang. That's how it goes. We ain't tripping. Okay, good. Then they talk about, look, Kendrick Lamar tour goes crazy.
Man, shout out to
this
the
is
bigger
2
picture.
months ago.
You already know DJ Head.
Oh, is it DJ Head's job to get all the shout outs from these niggas who we don't care about? Okay, cool. All right, bet. Kendrick Lamar tour goes crazy. 26,000 views. Do you see why everybody says what they say? Y'all mention Drake, y'all get twice the views. You don't mention Drake, you get half the views. Okay? Even when y'all saying the best thing about Kendrick, the reality is nobody gives a fuck about Kendrick, even y'all. Okay? So 26,000 views. All right, bet. Let's keep it going. I'll probably look at a couple more. All right, so so where we at with that? So yeah, so the episode with Drake, biggest episode. The one they put Drake in the thumbnail, biggest episodes, right? You know why? Because people tune into y'all just to hear y'all hate on Drake. Yo, them outlets still ain't realized. Like, half of y'all niggas don't give a fuck about. They just tune into y'all to hear y'all hate on Drake. Right? Yo, sometimes, this is why it's great to go against the biggest, because you could frame your hate. Like, put it like this. Maybe not Taylor Swift. All right, I guess I'm using Drake, but because Drake has the biggest fan base, he has the biggest hater base too. So if you can't tap into his fan base, tap into the hater base. Duh. His hater base is bigger than Kendrick's fan base. Think about that. All right. And if you think I'm wrong, I'm reading out the numbers. Okay, now they're talking about Mobb Deep and Alchemist. All right. 25,000. Okay. Young Thug album Bad. 20,000. Cardi B album Breakdown, 20,000. So their numbers are like 20,000. Is NBA Youngboy a superstar? 20,000. Okay? Kendrick Iced Out Thug. Now you would think this is Kendrick. Drake and Bobby Reaction. Come on, man. Finally break 30,000. The point is this, man. Y'all need Drake. Okay? And I talked to the boy. Drake don't like none of you niggas. He's intentionally making sure y'all got nothing to talk about. You know what I mean? He's making sure that y'all shows keep getting canceled because y'all have decided to y'all need him for views, and y'all have decided to take the pivot of we're going to hate on him. So you know what he does? Starve y'all out. So yeah, pretty much, look, the only two shows that crack over 30,000 is them talking about Drake. And even this one, they react to Drake versus Hip Hop Media, almost 30,000. Drake versus UMG, almost 30,000. The rest of these, ain't nobody watching this shit, man. I got to keep it a bean, bro. You got to keep it a bean, man. Got to keep it a bean. And I ain't going to lie, the nigga announcing that tomorrow's the last show, I would tell y'all when Iceman coming out, but y'all might not cancel the show. Just cancel it, bro. It's all good. Just cancel that shit, bro. It's all good. Just cancel that shit, nigga. You know what I mean? I would, because y'all would be like, oh shit, we about to go up on this Iceman shit. No, nigga. No. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Okay? Anyway. What else is going on, chat? What else is going on? Wait, I had some other shit. Why did I get to it? Hold up. Oh! This is a little bit ironic. It got a lot of people talking in, the chat nigga universe. And it was about the guy who testified and was the cooperant in the Queso case, right? There's a guy named Butter, and he's the one who testified. Here we go. He's the one who testified against Queso, okay? He's the one who says, what does it mean smoking on Willie? Like, here we go. Here's some of the snitching.
Speaking to Raekwon Howard. That phone call? Did that talk phone?
I can't hear it.
Right? Lying on her
hear
oath,
it.
correct? Correct. It's not just misdemeanors. That's not a misdemeanor charge, right?
Am I tripping?
Car still parked there.
Yes, sir.
Where did you park the Nissan?
Across from.
So remember, he was part of the whole murder, and he was telling.
His building.
And why were you doing that?
Well, so when he came out, he couldn't see the car.
The car you were in with Hakeem Robinson and Leroy Whitaker?
Yeah.
Did Abdul Robinson Jr. and Torgon park near you?
No, sir.
Do you know where they went?
No, sir.
Could you see where they went?
No, sir.
Now, after you parked, where in the Nissan were Hakeem Robinson and Leroy Whitaker sitting?
Still in the back seat.
Both with their rifles?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so he's telling. Anyway, sentencing came up today, chat, or not today, yesterday. And
We call it the.
Let's see if we could show it. What's his name? His name is Dominique Barner sentencing. Now, granted, what people don't realize, because and I'm gonna give you a little spoiler, he got 25 years, and people are like, yo, how you snitch and snitch that well, and you only got 20, and well, you still got 25 years. But here's the reality of it, chat. In Florida, when you deal with murder, you deal with life. That's the thing. In Florida, you do premeditated murder, it's life imprisonment with no parole. You're going to die there. The guys who killed X, other than the one who snitched, you're going to die there, okay? Now, if you snitch, it doesn't mean you walk out of jail. It don't mean you walk out in a few years. It just means you're going to get a chance to be on the outside of these walls. And that's why Queso's dad, who, by the way, pretty much got time served because he was an accessory, not in the main crime, he was looking at, not necessarily life, but he was looking at like 20, and which would be probably life because he's already in his 50s. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of these guys, when they're snitching, they're not snitching because they think they're walking out of jail. They're snitching because they want to have a chance at freedom. There's going to be the iPhone 32 out at that point, and they want to be able to be on the iPhone 32 on some new app, swiping up on their bitches. That's what they want. So this guy right here, he was going to get life. And the better thing for life is 25 years. He's already served about, I think, when did Julio die? Not Julio. Oh, my bad. my bad. It's not Julio. This is, I forgot the victim's name in this, but that murder was committed in 2020. Sorry. So it was in 2020. So he's been locked up for like 4 years. And he's going to get 4 years of time. He gets 25 years. You know, he's going to have to serve like 60 to 70%. So 25 is going to come down to probably like 17 years. He's already done 4. He got to do 10 more. And I know for y'all might be like, 10 years sounds crazy. But he knows the only other alternative would be life in prison, or if they'd pursue the death penalty, the fucking needle. You get what I'm saying? So check out his sentencing.
Mr. Barner, the time has come. You pled guilty more than 5 years ago to these offenses, and I will acknowledge, as your attorney's advised, that you
Never mind, more than 5 years ago. So he's getting 5 years credit.
did decide to plead early and fully before anybody else did in this string of defendants and cases that I have pending in this division. So certainly that is going to inure to your benefit. I will tell you that but for your cooperation in this matter, if you were before me on these variety of cases, I would be sentencing you to life in prison today.
Whoa.
Because what I heard in the testimony of not only what happened to Ms. Buckley and Mr. McCormick, but in the other cases, that kind of activity between you and the rest of your then friends, now obviously not so much, has been a scourge on our community and has to stop. A lot of that indeed stopped because of your complete and full cooperation. So I'm going to give you the benefit of that, because all of those people who your attorney just named would not have been arrested and convicted but for your information and cooperation. And so I am going to depart from 41.8 years because under 921.00262I, your cooperation resulted in these folks being taken off of our streets. So with that, we will begin with case 2020 CF 2748. In that matter, just a moment. I think he pled to just one count, did he not? Both counts? That's correct, okay. So as to count 1 for murder in the second degree, I am going to adjudicate you guilty and sentence you to 25 years in Florida State Prison with credit for the 2,136 days you have already served. Count 2, which is a second degree felony.
Wait, hold on.
Days you have already, with credit for the 2,136 days you.
Let me see. 2,136 days. Oh, he served like 6 years already. So if we're saying he's gonna take 25, it's gonna turn out to be 17. Yeah, he's gonna serve a dime. And maybe there's other things he could do to get that down a little bit, but shit. He pretty much did a murder. He gonna be up in there till 2035. The rest of them niggas is gonna die in there. Queso.
You have already served. Count 2, which is a second degree felony. Well, statutory maximum is 15. I know his guidelines are 41.8, so unless I do guidelines, I cannot go above the statutory maximum. Both attorneys agree with that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so that sentence has to be 15 years is the maximum, 15 years is what I'll impose, and that is also with credit for 2,136 days, and those two counts shall run concurrently with each other. Mandatory court costs are $518, and there are $150 appointed attorney's fees. Is there any restitution in that case?
Yes, Judge, that's I'll have the 2 restitution orders.
Well, that's not the case of Ms. Buckley. That's the following one. This is the first one.
Oh, I'm sorry, no, Judge.
Okay. So no restitution will be ordered in this matter. Okay. And as to count 1 only, on that 25-year sentence, that's going to be followed by 3 years of probation for you to do the following special conditions. Obviously, the court costs and the fees are part of that inside probation. You're going to make your best efforts at obtaining a GED, and you're not going to have any contact with all those individuals that your attorney has just named, who, for the record, once again, are Hakeem Robinson, Leroy Whitaker, Raekwon Howard, Derek Hudson, Chris Brown, Shenard Cannon, Michael Sadberry, Abdul Sr., Abdul Jr., the one born on November 9th, 1994, Mr. DuBose, Mr. Clayton, and Mr. Wilcox.
Judge.
Yes.
My apologies. There is a restitution order in 20 CF 528, but in this case, 20 CF 2748, there was a $7,500 restitution order for victim crime on count 1.
Okay, so that will be also then part of probation. We'll enter a restitution order payable to victims' crime comp in the amount of $7,500. Then in case 2020 CF 528, that's the case where it's only as to count 1, correct? Yes. I will adjudicate you guilty of burglary with assault or battery. Likewise, sentence you to 25 years, Florida State Prison, with credit for 2,136 days. That will be followed by a period of 3 years of probation, and it will be the same conditions I just announced for the prior case, with the addition of a restitution order in the amount of $1,200 payable to Barbara Buckley. Does this case also have $7,500 to victims' crimes comp, or that was the prior case? Okay, so that won't be ordered here. So again, just to recap, that's GED, court costs of $518, attorney's fees of $150, no contact with that list of individuals that I have named, and this restitution order.
And that's concurrent probation?
It's all concurrent. Concurrent sentences, concurrent probations. And lastly, case 2020, back to case 528. State, you have an announcement as to count 2. All right, they have dropped count 2. You understand that? In the Barbara Buckley case, home invasion robbery is dropped. Burglary with assault and battery is what I just sentenced you to. So lastly, in case 2020 CF 7285 for the other count of murder in the second degree, again, I will adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 25 years Florida State Prison with credit for the 2,136 days served. That will be followed by 3 years of probation with the same conditions. Obtain your GED, no contact with those individuals. Court costs are $518 in this case. Again, attorney's fees of $150. And is there any restitution in this matter? Okay, and no restitution. All right. I will also note for the record that should it be approved by authorities larger than I, that he be transferred to another state's Department of Corrections, this court has no objection to that. So let that be reflected, and I'll put that in an order if necessary. Is there anything else I need to address with regard to Mr. Barner? Okay. Do you understand your sentences, Mr. Barner?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's going to conclude all 3 of these matters today then.
Thank you, Your Honor. Judge, can I have,
yes?
I have a quick question for you. Okay. On the previous case, being that the address is confidential, can we have the JA call us with his address?
I don't know that we know his address.
Okay, all right. So, dude did all that telling. He got that 25 years. And again, they have a saying, a lot of times when the police are investigating a murder in those particular states, the person who they catch first is usually the person who goes home first. You know why? That's the person who starts the telling. And if you start the telling, they don't need another nigga to tell. Because if everybody's telling, somebody got to get the brunt of it. And clearly that was Queso. He's getting life. There's no consideration of parole. This guy, somehow, I'm pretty sure his lawyers, maybe his mama, his girl, saying, hey, listen, you want to have a chance to go home? This is the way to go home. You need to tell, basically, what the fuck is going on and send everybody up, send them down the river. Fuck it. So he'll be headed back to civilization in 10 years. And I know some people feel like that's still not a favorable deal. Just remember, he committed murder, and he committed murder in a place that treats these things as a mandatory life imprisonment type of situation. So spending 15 years as opposed to the rest of your life, this dude is winning. Even though I'm pretty sure ethically and morally and mentally he's going to be fucked for the rest of his life, right? Okay. Let's touch on what's going on in the Meg Thee Stallion and Milagro case. By the way, it was supposed to conclude. That case was supposed to conclude today, but apparently closing statements and jury instructions will be given out tomorrow, and then we'll get like a verdict hopefully tomorrow. Now, let me have Shorty here give the breakdown of what happened. Here we go.
All right, we are done with another trial day, and everyone is back tomorrow. We should have a verdict tomorrow. Closing arguments are done, and rebuttal is almost done. Megan's lawyer is going to finish his rebuttal tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., and then the jury should begin deliberating after the judge instructs them. I thought Milagro's lawyer had the better closing. He really focused on the law and went through the actual statements that are alleged to be defamatory. Her talking about Megan being untruthful or uncredible witnesses in Tory Lanez's trial. Milagro testified for a couple hours this morning, and then they also had Megan back on the stand to ask her about her commenting to people outside the courthouse, which the judge ruled was in violation of a gag order. So I actually got brought up. Milagro's lawyer, Jeremy McLymont, was trying to counter Megan's testimony that she thought she was talking to a fan or a hottie, as she said, by pointing out that I was there. And he was like, you know Megan Cuniff? And Megan was like, well, I don't know her personally, but I feel like I saw her there. And that was pretty much it. She wasn't on the stand for much longer after that. It was a lot of testimony from Milagro this morning and then closing arguments. And if you guys go to legalaffairsandtrials.com, you can read all
right. So it's the drama is still never ending. Apparently, this is like a back and forth thing, like many trials are, because when we listen to people that go to these trials, they'll be like, "Oh, Meg completely killed Milagro today on the stand or whatever," and it'll be primarily based off, well, it's their turn to interrogate a witness. When Milagro's lawyer goes, a lot of times the sentiment goes in the opposite way. So today, apparently, they dealt with a lot of the issue is Milagro and people like her media. By the way, if she's deemed media, they got to throw out the case. Also, kind of hammering down on some of the things of what the hell in terms of, was she speaking out of turn, or is everything she said has some type of veracity, or she believed it at the moment? And not gonna lie, most of the stuff kind of came favorable in terms of how I was watching these update pages kind of say what happened. They're saying that Milagro looked good today. Milagro looked good today. Now, Quinn Emanuel, who pays and bills out the ass for attorney fees, and apparently this judge who has been accused of being very biased and partial to Roc Nation's like agenda, maybe it won't matter, but people are saying that Milagro looked like she has a punching chance. You know, it's like, yeah, she's not the favorite, but she has a fighting chance of being found not guilty, but not guilty specifically for, and I think people care about this one charge, which is defamation. Because again, if it's ruled that a person could defame someone just because they talk about them a lot or they give their opinion about them, well, celebrities could sue fans all the time. Remember, they're also trying to say Milagro's not media. So they're trying to look at her like a fan. They're like, yo, you're just this overzealous fan that's been utilizing your platform to spew hate and make people not like her. If she's found guilty of defamation, that's going to set a precedent for what entertainers could sue people about if they're criticized. And it doesn't only have to be media. It could be anybody. There's a Twitter page constantly talking shit about you, constantly like, you know, put you in a negative light. Maybe that negative light has contributed to you losing some money, you having some mental anxiety. You could sue. Wait, what's the name of this guy? I'm gonna give you a better. Give me 1 second. Oh, yeah, Byron Dennis. That's his name. Armand wasn't in court today, so the update was a little bit different. What's the name of this guy? Mr. Byron Dennis? Okay. So the update from court was, here we go. What the fuck? They shared it today. Oh, here we go.
So remember, she did the HBO special, and as you guys recall earlier, she had testified before that she was described as being a reporter. But when you look at the actual screenshot of it, it shows that the HBO actually label her as, you know, they didn't label her as a reporter. So they pull up for her to refresh. She said, I know I was called a reporter somewhere in that documentary. So they let her listen to it to refresh her recollection on whether she was called a reporter. Basically, Megan Kunis, she was over there on fire at that gallery looking like, so y'all just go let her just, what is this? So Megan Kunis, apparently they were asking her a question, and she said, yeah, there have been many reporters, not your non-traditional reporters, I guess, that have been here too covering this trial.
Now, I know some of y'all be like, yo, Ack, why do you care? And there's a couple of bitch-ass, pussy-ass niggas online. They be like, yo, Ack, you nervous, you gonna get sued. Nigga, I don't give a fuck who sued me, nigga. Fuck it. He's like, I don't give two fucks. I do just care about, because I'm never going to conform to these traditional media standards, right? But I do believe that what I've done and what I've represented in hip hop and what I think all these other people that I feel we're all in the same realm, I think we're media. And that's important to me, right? Like, that's very important to me, right? Like, you know what I mean? We have people we're making more than most media corporations. We have significant voices. Like, yes, at times, could there be more media responsibility? Yes, but like, to try to dismiss what we're doing is not media. Like, I think it's not useful for not only the public we serve, but also it's trying to like take advantage of the laws that exist on the book for media. You know what I mean? Like, in the Constitution, it says there should be freedom of press. And the people who have lost market share, lost power, lost money, they want people like me, Armand, Milagro, Vlad, No Jumper, Joe Budden. They want us to be almost like, they want to have that gotcha thing of, oh, we like, y'all ain't like us. And it's like, no, this is where people are getting their news from. Would you say, I think that Cameron and May should have their sport media credentials. Why? Bro, I go to their show to kind of hear about what's going on in sports. So it's like, you know, people are stuck on these old type of ways. And that's why I kind of care about this topic more than anything else. And Meg Thee Stallion, especially, they're trying to put forward this thing that, hey, if you're an independent new media person, you're basically a stalker. You're a fan. And I think that's the most belittling thing in the world.
Trial. So she said she interpreted that to mean that she was being recognized by legacy media as a reporter. I was like, Megan was looking like, what? So y'all just come and think that. He was over there in the corner like, what? Y'all hit the like button. So then she also said that she stopped paying her attorney. So she started crying. Like, she said, Jeremy hasn't been paid because she doesn't have it. She wish she did, but he believes in her cause. So that's why he's continuously doing it. And she was crying and stuff.
Jeremy's a new guy. He's a new lawyer. He's kind of good.
Very teary. And then the two young ladies that came on, they also are not getting paid, that just came on. So she was saying that she's not able to pay them. Tory's not paying them. Unite the People's not paying them. They just basically, she was showing that she don't really got the money to be funding this case. It's just that she got people that's willing to do this for her because of this.
So Milagro is telling him, I ain't got money. And by the way, that's a good strategy, because if she does lose as a case, it's going to get to the part of damages. You don't want to be like, I got all the money in the world, right? Like, you want to be like, I'm broke. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't got shit anyway, that they could at least assess damages maybe appropriately, that it could be less than maybe if they think you have $1 billion.
So they asked her, was she present at any of the evidentiary hearings? And she was like, no. So they don't know why. She doesn't know why certain information might have been left out or why it was admitted. And then also that the tweet from Megan Cuniff where she was saying about the LAPD that she had basically knew she made a mistake and she walked it back when she found out about that she may have said the wrong thing. So they talked about, well, with the code of ethics, she was abiding by the code of ethics when she had done that. So they said, well, how long was this go to my likes post up? And she said only about 15 minutes, if that much, about the go to my likes. And they asked her, why was she talking about Meg? She said, because Meg just stay in the media. She keep doing, it's like she stays in the media. That's why we keep talking about her. And then they showed that, I guess, she wasn't the one where they showed the screenshot where it said, you can watch this in my Twitch or wherever. She was sharing from somebody else's Facebook page who had the link. And on the front cover of the picture, it had the emoji to cover her body. So she was like, that was the one that she showed and reviewed. It wasn't like she showed the one of her being covered. It wasn't the one with her body. You don't see any private parts. So she did her commentary on the redacted version. So they said on the audio, so that's one of the things that keep getting played where she keeps saying, I'm not a reporter. I'm not a reporter. I never said I was an MF reporter. Where y'all get that from? Da 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 da. She said that what she meant was she's trying to be put in a box. People are weaponizing it, the word by the title. And not everything is not meant to be journalistic. Some things are entertainment. And you do your own research. You do your own research just like you would do, with traditional reporter. So she gave her definition. She said, this is traditional versus new media. She said she feels like journalists are the people that are on the ground asking questions, gathering information that could be for months, days, weeks. And they do this on everyday topics. The reporters are the people in front of the camera. So they take the information from the journalists and then they go on camera and they tell about it. And she said, new media are elements of both, but you add entertainment. And that's what we have to have, something special about us to make people want to watch us. And YouTube and Twitch and all of those are just platforms that have allowed us to have a voice. And she also mentioned that people don't trust media like that, trust legacy media like they used to, because they are biased. And some people lack the trust in the legacy media. And she says she does fact check. And then she said, well, aren't there bloggers here today that are covering this case? She's like, yes. Just because you're friends with someone, does that mean that you can't report in a fair way? And she said, oh, absolutely, I can still report in a fair way. She mentioned Jason Lee is cool with Rihanna. And she said, they don't always say, they loud over here, hold on. She said, they don't always say nice things about Rihanna, but they still go out, hang out, have dinner, drink, do all of that. Well, I don't want to say drink, let me scratch that. But she was saying they hang out and they go out to dinner at the end of the day, but he reports what he has to. So just because you're friends with somebody, because obviously she's friends with Tory, doesn't mean that she's going to be biased about it. So that's what she was saying. So.
All right. I think y'all got the gist of it. We'll see in what the verdict ends up being tomorrow. I think this is an interesting case. And, I hope Milagro wins. Not going to lie. Right? Okay, cool. What is this right here? It's a Rod Wave had like a turkey giveaway, but he ended up start paying niggas to take their shiesties off. What the hell? Let me see this. So Rod Wave was paying niggas to take their ski mask off. Let's see. Look at this. Ain't this No Cap's girl? Oh, shit. Let's see. Wait, what No Cap said? Give me a second. No Cap says, in this generation, you're considered an unk or auntie at 26. Just to let you know, if you're 23 years old, 3 years from now, you'll be an unk or an auntie in this new generation. It hurt. I guess. How everybody unks and aunties when I know a lot of people not having kids, period. So, let me see. Where the fuck is it? It's Rod Wave. Here we go. It's a Rod Wave paid the two kids to take their ski mask off and told them school and sports will take them further than the streets ever will. Why the hell is like a bunch of little kids showing up in shiesties? Is that the culture now? Or did they just hit a lick on Rod Wave? You got paid to take your ski mask off. You gonna buy another ski mask and you got some free turkey. Fuck that. Rod Wave just got arrested recently, did he? Why is little kids wearing a ski mask? Maybe it was cold? Anyway. Shout out to Rod Wave, man. I think we're in the season of giving back. I seen Jim Jones do a turkey giveaway. Look at this. Jim Jones. Jim Jones was giving some turkeys away and looked like somebody tried to spin the block. Look at this shit.
No. I seen already. Yeah. No disrespect. What you got in bag? It's like your third time. Yeah, third time.
Damn, somebody joined the line 3 times. Holy.
I let you slide like twice already.
You caught?
Yeah.
Who you caught, Brett? Chinito.
Oh, black ladies, man. Like, come on now. Yeah. And I let her slide twice already. You know what I mean? Everything. You go for the third time.
3 strikes you out. Oh, it's a 3
Yeah. I ain't trying to blow it up, but come on. 3 strikes you out.
He's like, nah. He's like, nah.
Flat. They put the mask on.
Oh, you right. Yeah.
You got your ticket.
They got a blunt in one hand and a turkey in another. This is. There's something about Jim Jones that's just hilarious, bro. I can't even lie to you. The funny part is Jim Jones looked like one of the niggas who would be online to get a turkey. That's the crazy part about it. I don't know why I be laughing when I see Jim Jones. Jim Jones really is like, he's like a YN to the core, bro. Like, I get it, bro. I get it. This nigga refuses to go nowhere. I get it. All right. Oh, that's one of my favorite pages. Let me go in there. I'm gonna do some reactions. Shit, I wish I streamed earlier. I could have got on Discord, huh? Mm-hmm. Let's see. Chris Paul retirement. Yeah, get that bum ass nigga out of here. Corey Holcombs calls Akash a sucker for believing this. Oh my god. Yo, chat, I'm gonna keep it a beat with you. Maybe it's my algorithm. Yo, I'm trying to avoid the Akash stuff so bad, bro. So bad, bro. Like, I'm trying, my nigga. I'm trying, my nigga. All right, let me just watch. This is some late night shit, chat. We only got like 5,000 people in here. That's me, because I stream late. How many people we got in here? I don't even want to say nothing. Fuck.
Is he? So his background is what? He's Indian?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, somebody just said.
You know what this guy does?
What?
Akash Singh. You know what he does?
What?
He sits in the audience because he doesn't have any material. Like a lot of these internet influenced comedians don't have jokes. He sits in the audience and he talks about you and your relationship.
Ah, man, I don't think I want to watch this no more, bro. I fuck with Akash too much.
Okay? You got that so far?
Yeah.
Well, this guy's married. And he used to brag on how his wife was a virgin. First of all, any man who tells you that his wife is a virgin. That is an autistic man.
Yeah. All right. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about. See, I love bringing my own situation because I've been through the gamut, child. I've lived a life. And also, I want to say this. Yeah, matter of fact, I am gonna talk about this, but I ain't really talking about Kosh. I'm gonna talk about some real shit. Yo, everybody who I see commented on this, real talk. Everybody who I see commented on Akash. I want to say this, and I'm not saying this in defense of Akash, but I'm saying this because niggas do be having the most things to say, but they're not showing what's going on inside their house. That's some real shit. Everybody talks. This is soapbox talk. I don't like soapbox talk. I don't like it when it got to do with race. I don't like it no way. If we don't see you with your girl or we don't see the inner workings of how your shit is, chill out with talking about Akash. You feel me? If we don't see, if you're saying, yo, how this nigga's girl treating him, nigga, where your girl at? How come we never seen her on camera? Like, respectfully, half of the niggas, and I be watching them, they talking about Akash, I don't see them with they never show their girl. And I'm not saying you gotta show your girl, but sometimes the reason why I'm saying like that matters is because sometimes the same way they're getting on Akash saying, yo, you were judging people and this was going on with you, how we know the same not going on with y'all niggas that's judging? Let's see how you deal with your bitch. You get hitting her with a pimp hand when she get out of line? Is she getting out of line? We don't know. Y'all niggas don't show y'all bitches. You feel what I'm saying? So I do think that's important because I think when people talk about Akash, they make it seem like it's so. Here's my thing. Mad niggas, yo, let me tell you this. Mad niggas be in some of these Akash situations. It's just you don't see it. So maybe y'all problem is seeing it. There's mad niggas in these type of Akash situations. So when I see the whole internet coming to act like this is a one of one, there's mad girls acting like Akash's girl. Oh, I'm pretty princess. I'm passenger princess. Yo, treat me this, treat me that. There's mad chicks with that mentality. Who are the niggas they doing it to? What I'm saying is that a lot of these niggas talking is easy to hide. I'm not talking about Corey Holcomb, but I'm talking about the majority of people. I'm watching even other niggas who talk about it. We don't even know who your girl is. We don't have nothing. We have no representation of how you're giving it up for us to be like, yeah, that's clear. Now, I was watching a nigga today. He was talking about it. He married. You can click on his page. You can see him and his wife. Yeah, they're nothing like Akash. I get that. Cool. But like even the Auburn preach niggas, where y'all bitches at? I want to see how y'all giving up with y'all chicks. You feel what I'm saying? That I could be like, oh, all right, bet. When y'all are soapboxing, because that's the only thing with the Auburn preach niggas. They soapbox a lot. We don't know nothing about y'all. And I get it. Sometimes it's like, oh, you know, don't judge. It ain't about me. It's about what I'm saying. Nah, nigga, it is kind of about you. We need to figure out how you and your wife giving it up, nigga. You get what I'm saying? So I kind of look at this and I realize I'm like, man, I can't take everybody talking about this nigga if I've never seen everybody else's bitch. Because, again, it's the same thing niggas were saying about Akash. They said Akash was talking about niggas, but we didn't see what's going on in his house. We got to be honest. Like, if you don't see what's going on in a nigga house, yo, you ever notice the commentators on YouTube that nobody knows about? They always lay on the right side of everything. Well, this is the moral, nigga, we don't know nothing about you. You don't even give us a chance to know nothing about you. So when you're talking, you basically get back to sit back, see the backlash, and make a video on YouTube just picking the side that people are going to love. We don't know if you into some fucked up shit. We don't know if you're weird. We don't know if your bitch like your bitch be fucking 5 other niggas on the side. We don't know. And that's what I think some of the biggest problem with this Akash shit is not necessarily what the fuck he's doing. Because I'm going to keep it a bean with you. The nigga do be looking happy. He don't be coming on the show looking like he unhappy. This is why I said we also should stay out of that nigga, what's that nigga name again? What's that nigga name? He got the bitch he in the football league. What the fuck is this nigga name? The nigga who look like Predator, bro. Like, the nigga look like he got a mask on. What's this nigga's name? Y'all don't know this. This is why I said we should stay out of his business. Because sometimes we think we taking up for a nigga. That nigga, only time that nigga ever looks sad is when we got at his bitch. Like, niggas be thinking you saving a nigga when a nigga, he's happy as fuck. Travis Hunter, that nigga is happy as fuck. So, like, I always be like, yo, listen, sometimes this guys, whatever their situation is, even if it's cuckish or whatever you think, let them rock out, nigga. You get what I'm saying? Because it's happy for them. You know what I mean? It's everybody got their own situations, and the people who usually got the most to say. This is why, like, when I'm giving my opinion, I try to use my stories. Real talk, I use my stories. You know why? Because I'm going to give you a realistic perspective. I could sit here and act like, yeah, it's hard on thoughts, hard on hoes, this and third. But, nigga, have I not been there where I've been in love, where I fell for the wrong girl? Nigga, we human. That's one of the things I think I always want to give up. We human. A lot of these niggas is talking, we don't know no bitches they fucked with. They acting like they got the perfect, that's cap. You get what I'm saying? So that's the only thing, and that's why I'm like, yo, people got to be a little bit understanding and forgiving in terms of, yo, you know that one homeboy, that shit, man, he just super in love. Like, he kind of letting certain shit fly, but he seemed happy. So you like, nigga, I wouldn't tolerate that, but he happy. Like, nigga, you not him. He go home, maybe he's just happy because he finally got a bad bitch. Maybe he happy because he got his dream girl. Maybe that's his soulmate. Maybe that's his first bitch. Fuck it. Let that nigga live. You get what I'm saying? So, again, I'm not saying I'm co-signing none of Shorty's behavior, but I am starting to realize, because I'm telling you, I'm on Instagram and YouTube these days every day. I be doing my little construction shit, so I be putting some shit on. Everybody talks about this nigga every day. I'm telling you, they're not letting this shit go. Every day. And I start looking at the niggas talking about him, and I'm like, who is this nigga's bitch? How does he get down with girls? Because we got to figure this shit out. It's easy just to say it in a vacuum, right? Like, oh, okay, well, I don't have a girl, but I'm going to tell him how. No, nigga, like, show us. Don't tell us. Like, I seen some Charleston White shit recently. He's like, yo, I don't like when people give me advice. Don't give me advice. Show me. You said if you was in my position, you would do this. You would build a channel. You do it. Just build it, nigga. Build it and come over here and tell me. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know y'all not going to like what I'm saying, because we're supposed to just lambaste them or whatever. It's cool. I'm not saying I'm agreeing with Shorty, but we got to be honest. The people commented on him, if you don't know no woman they've dealt with, they're speaking just like how y'all accuse or y'all say was ironic Akash was speaking to Fresh and Fit. If you gonna speak on this, I want to know how your bitch is treating you. I want to know, does your bitch got a TikTok page? Is she reposting shit? My money's my money. Is she reposting? Because I ain't gonna lie to you. People are acting like Akash chick is a one-on-one. I know mad hoes like this. Let me not call her hoe, but like, I know mad chicks is adopting this type of mentality. This is a growing trend, but people seem super shocked when one chick just stands behind it. And I don't know if she's still standing behind it now, but everybody's acting like these are not the girls they're running into. You feel what I'm saying? Somebody says, Ack, we know how you get down. Nigga, you don't know how I get down. But I'm open with it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm open with it. Like, nigga, you could point out a relationship where you be like, nah, man, I ain't gonna lie. Like, Ack was kind of coming off tender with this. Shit, all right, bet. Nah, shit, Ack didn't give a fuck. Like, he's just fucking this bitch. Hey, at least you know. What I'm saying is that at least if I'm giving you any type of opinion on these things, you know I'm not just speaking as a nigga who got no experience. Nigga, I've been on both sides of the coin. You get what I'm saying? I do think that's important. Like, a nigga who's been on both sides of the coin, or at least been through this shit. And I was watching a bunch of people on YouTube talk about this, and I was just like, we gotta get a little context on the commentators in this shit. Anyway.
Here we go.
Any man with the courage to tell you his wife is a virgin and he didn't grow up with her in the Garden of Eden, that is an autistic man. And this is something the people that know him have not told him. They laugh and smirk with him. What's the guys he does the shows with? What's the dude who was talking shit about Kendrick? Yeah.
Andrew Schultz. Oh.
Schultz.
Oh, really?
Andrew Schultz. All these guys know him. And I notice they don't really shit on him like they should. They pity him.
But what does he do? I don't know.
Let me tell you what this guy's wife does. She brags on getting ran through. All through.
Yo, chill, bro. Yo, chill, bro. Chill, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bean though. And again, I gotta be careful because I rock with these niggas. And also, the reason why I know some people say, yo, act, you pussyfooting around shit. Yeah, I kind of am. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of am. Because I know, number one, they're gonna stay together. Number two, even though there's nothing I'm saying that's gonna be disrespectful to Akash, when niggas married, when you talk about a bitch, they in their feelings too. Trust me, that's how niggas. I noticed. Nigga, I remember one time, nigga, I'm working up at Everyday Struggle. Nigga, Joe was with Sin. Nigga, Sin coming in like she run the place, nigga. Like, nigga, I think we had 2 trucks. Nigga, we're in LA, matter of fact. We had 2 trucks. We about to go to the production set. Nigga, they took Joe and Sin and left us. I'm like, nigga, I'm the co-host. Me and the desk here. I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway, all that shit happened in LA. Shorty was tweeting, oh, this only happened because act pussy. So I'm like tight. I'm like, not only this Shorty, like complex was sprung for Sin. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'll start getting my shit off. And I ain't gonna lie, when me and Joe talk, you know, Joe said, yo, act, you know, that's my girl, man. Like, that's how it is. So niggas don't want you, when niggas don't want you to call their girl out, bro. Like, niggas gonna stand behind their girl even if she on bullshit. Like, that's a fact. Like, even if she on bullshit, she doing hoe shit, she doing whatever, they're gonna stand on it. So this is why when y'all saying I'm pussyfooting around it, I rock with Akash. That's my mans. You get what I'm saying? I don't know his chick. Like, if it was some random chick, I'm violating. But because I know if I violate, he probably gonna be like, yo, act, that's my girl. Even if I'm saying, nigga, she dead wrong. Look at the shit she doing. That's why I'm not going crazy on this topic. You feel what I'm saying? Word 2.
Throughout college, etc.
Now, I will say this, though. I know a couple of chicks. There's certain things that triggered me about this. I know a girl. I wish I could pull her up. This is late night. We only got 6,000 people. I feel like I could, but nah, this is going to blow up. And I don't want to, like, fuck up her life now. Yo, remember I told you there was this girl, it was an Egyptian girl, I'm dating her, yo, back in college. She was like, low-key my side chick at first, I'm banging her out. I ain't gonna lie, the pussy was amazing, fire. You know what I'm saying? Cool. Also, no, she was a real one. She was a real one. She was my, like, side chick, because I had a girlfriend that graduated. And I remember one time my girlfriend graduated, went through my phone or some shit, and called her. And I was, like, knocked out. She would call her, and she's like, yo, pull up to my house, yo, he here, let's confront him, blah, blah. And that chick, the reason why I loved her, she kept it so P, nigga. My actual girlfriend called her. She ain't know about my girlfriend. My actual girlfriend called her like, yo, we caught this nigga, like, pull up, like, yo, he's sleeping, like, let's just confront him, like, this nigga ain't shit. And she was just like, nah, I'm good, I ain't doing that. So when I woke up, my girl was just like, she had all my shit at the door, because I was at her spot. I went over for the weekend. And I was like, all right, fuck it. But nigga, I had like 5 bitches. So I'm like, all right, man, all right, my main girl done. Well, everybody got a second main chick, which is a side chick. I'm like, all right, my side chick is up next. So I go immediately, you know me, I go immediately and tell my side chick to meet me at the crib. Not knowing that my main chick had called my side chick trying to set me up. This is the Egyptian chick. Nigga, I get there. When I get there, bro, like we kicking and we cooling. I'm like, you know what? Might not even be a bad thing to lose my main chick. I barely see this bitch. She graduated. She not even in the mix no more. Like, yo, I should have been rocking with her. So I'm like, yo, there, whatever. Then this is how she made me knew like the gig was up, or she knew. She was like, yeah. She's like, yeah, where you been at? I was like, oh no, I was doing some shit today. She was like, oh shit. Oh, word, yeah, I get it. She was like, man, I thought I would have to call, and she drops my girl's name, or my ex-girl at that point. And I was like, oh shit. I realized she figured it out, but then she forgave me. She just forgave me like it was nothing that happened. I was like, I love you, baby. Like, thank you. So she told me, she's like, you know, she called me when you were asleep. She wanted me to come over and like confront you and shit, right? And I'm like, what? So I'm like, you held it down? Nigga, I never loved the chick more, bro. Like, I'm like, yo, so you turned it down? Anyway, that's a side story to the main story. The main story was this. She's an Egyptian chick. I'm banging her the fuck out. But then she did kind of violate. I'm about to bring her home one time because, you know, we're all at college. I'm about to bring Shorty home. And Shorty say, yo, drop me up the block, not in front of my house. Okay, what are we talking about right now? You know what she said? Yo, my family don't really like black people like that. What the hell? Wait, hold on now. Wait, what the fuck going on up in here? Now, also, to add to the story, Like the summer before, she told me, she's like, yo, because we kind of rocking heavy. Remember, she don't know about my main chick. So, like, I'm beating it down constantly because she used to follow me around when I went to DJ. She said, yo, I'm going to be honest with you. We're going back to Egypt. And when we go back to Egypt, my family put me on dates or like some courtship shit. Because in her family, they do arranged marriage. Remember that? Arranged marriage. I don't know. Maybe some Egyptian shit. Nigga, I don't know about other cultures like that. Fuck that, nigga. I'm Jamaican, nigga. Whatever. The pussy was just fine. Anyway, I'm in that bit. Cool. So Shorty last summer told me, like, she's like, yo, I love you, though. She's in love with me. She's like, yo, but she's telling me she's going on these and to me, I'm like, wait, you can't tell your parents that, yo, I'm fucking a nigga at school. I don't want to go on set up dates by parents. Like, what the fuck are y'all got going on? But it's like some Muslim shit. So that Muslim niggas extreme. So I just let them do what they want. I bet, man. Just don't fuck nobody. So, and also I got like 4 other bitches. So I'm like, if she leave me for a nigga in Egypt, nigga, in a fucking pyramid, fuck it. Anyway, she would come back. She'd be like, yeah. And also, here's the thing too. And I'm gonna connect it to Shorty up here. Them type of chicks, when they in college, they like the opposite of what their parents want them to like. Their parents want them to go marry a nice Egyptian boy. She's at college fucking straight niggas. Only niggas fucking her. Facts. Everybody know a chick like that, bro. I'm piping her the fuck out. The nigga that she was dealing with before me was a nigga. She don't deal with no Egyptian niggas at school, bro. We're all hitting it. She's in the party throwing ass. I'm lit with her. Facts. She going on these arranged dates. I'm thinking to myself, when you gonna tell your parents you like niggas and not like these punch? I don't know what the fuck you call Egyptian niggas. You don't like these Egyptian niggas, bro. Cool. When she told me you can't drop me in front of the crib, I'm like, yo, this shit. I'm like, yo, I'm not no second class citizen, shorty. Like, yo, what you mean? She like, yo, and if my pops come out, tell her. If she asks, who are you or why you're dropping me off, just say you were helping with my computer. I'm like, computer? I'm like, bitch, I'm fixing your hard drive, but yo, bitch, I'm over there in the CPU. I'm over there. Stop playing with me, man. Anyway, I'm starting to realize, like I remember I was kind of throwing in the air because I am liking her. I really do like her. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to see if, like, we could really last beyond this college phase. But she kept telling me, like, and if anybody ever fuck with a girl who's like super religious or like their parents control everything, you always got to ask her, especially if you're a black dude, yo, are you down to go against your parents? Because at some point, you got to tell your parents you're dealing with a black dude. Like, you got to tell your parents that, yo, I know y'all want me to marry some Muslim nigga. It's not going to happen. I'm marrying Ak, or not marrying Ak because you're not marrying me. I'm going to rock out with Ak, and he's going to be fucking me. And I know y'all don't like black people, but he black, and I love him. And at that point, they might kick you out the house. They're going to disown you, right? But you got to be able to go through that step to really date somebody, like, especially when they come from a religious background. Anyway, long story short, and this what connects to this, bro. You know, it's been a long time since college. I look up like 5 years ago, nigga. 5 years ago, I look up, she's married. She married the nigga. She married some Egyptian nigga on some arranged marriage shit. What does that tell you, Chad? You think she told that arranged marriage nigga that she was getting piped the fuck out by random DJs and frat niggas in college? Fuck no, nigga. She probably told him like, yo, I'm a virgin. Yo, I don't do this. I don't do that. Nigga, that's not even who she was fucking with. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what I hear when I hear this chick like, yeah, she was in the white frat parties getting her pussy rearranged, nigga. Getting her shit bent up like a pretzel. You feel me? Now, her family, because ain't they all like Indian and stuff? Yo, her family gonna be like, you gotta get with a nice Indian boy, this and third. She gonna get with my mans, and she not gonna tell him the truth. Like, yo, man, I was getting ran through. Like, yo, shit was lit. You know what she gonna tell him? Ain't nobody hit. Word too. That everybody know that. I'm telling you. Like, yo, y'all never fuck with a chick from the Middle East, bro? They be having some fire shit. I'm telling you. Every time I look up on the gram, bro, they had a wedding. I look up on the gram, I'm like, yo, I remember her telling me out of her mouth, she don't like niggas from Egypt. She don't like her own people. She like black men. Every nigga on campus is catching her. And But you know what it is? She not gonna go against her family, my nigga. That shit was college. That shit's over. She's now back to her senses. Her family found somebody. She's now grown up. She got bills. She gonna marry the guy that is suitable for the family and for her. And there's no way on earth she's telling her husband that when she was in college, niggas was running through her like a track meet. No way. I'm telling you, bro. No way. No way. You know what I'm saying? No way. So shorty here, come on, man. Niggas, yo, them some white, she was up in there in college. Them white dudes was going bananas on her. You feel what I'm saying? But because of these family values and like religion and all that type of stuff, she gonna get right. She gonna get right. You feel me? She get right. But she not gonna tell her mans all this shit. The only thing she fucked up with, you gotta take those stories to the grave. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, the chick I'm talking about, nigga, she don't follow me, block me, everything. Nigga, I gotta watch her shit on a burner page. I'm watching her yeah, nigga, she gotta delete me out of her whole facts. You feel me? Like, yo, cause nigga, you know a nigga like me, I'm gonna hit the like button up on certain shit. I'm like, yo, damn, you kissing that nigga? Yo, you used to be deep. See? She gotta get me out of there. So she probably made up a new story. Yeah, I was a virgin the whole time in college. She deleted all her friends. She just kind of like recreated some shit. Here's the problem with shorty here. Why the hell you online like bringing it back up? You're supposed to delete your honus. Anyway. And chat, y'all know mad chicks who claim they're a virgin. They're a virgin, but they was getting fucked in the ass. That's some white girl shit though, ain't it? They'd be like, yeah, I'm a virgin. I'm saving it for my husband. But my asshole is open like 7-Eleven. 24 hours a day. You're like, huh? Wait, what? This shit don't even make no sense.
And told him she was a virgin. Now that she has this marriage certificate or whatever, I think, she brags on how she got smashed. She brags on what she wants to do with dick pussy shit.
Wait, so
This is real life happening. You almost say this has got to be something. This has got to be fake.
Scripted,
Now this guy, this what is his name again? I don't. Not Andrew Schultz. Andrew Schultz is one of his guys.
Oh, and this is another thing. I do got a low-key theory. There's two things about it. Yo, y'all watch Fresh and Fit? Anybody in here watch Fresh and Fit? Drop one. I know y'all probably hate him, but it's all good. Or some of y'all hate him because of Myron and y'all be saying some whatever stuff. Anyway, yo, here's the thing. When I would go on Fresh and Fit, there would always be a couple girls. Because I ain't gonna lie, all them girls on Fresh and Fit, they be trying to fuck after. Facts. I ain't gonna cap with you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I used to go to Fresh and Fit just to fuck the bitches. I'm being honest. Yo, it's late right now. I can tell y'all the truth. I go up there, nigga. Yo, after I get there, nigga, like, yo, these bitches, like, 4 of them, they trying to fuck you. Like, I bet, we good. Like, it's easy pussy. So anyway, doing Fresh and Fit type shit. Like, what you would realize, most of the chicks would be just hoes trying to fuck. But there'd be a couple girls that got boyfriends. Their boyfriends would send them to Fresh and Fit that, and this happens in regular life too, that they could hear it from somebody else. Yo, you ever know a nigga who he be arguing with his girl all the time, but he'll bring you into the conversation that he could get somebody else to tell her the same shit he been trying to tell her because she ain't listening to him? That's what I'm kind of almost feeling is happening even with this situation, bro. Seriously. Like, my nigga, I feel like it's no way, ain't no way on planet Earth, nigga, that everybody around Akash never knew Shorty was on this type of shit. I think they was probably trying to tell him, and he's like, man, stop it, bro. Y'all nigga cut it out. And now the internet's saying it. I think they're like, we ain't tell you, nigga? Exactly. Word 2. Trust me. Trust me, nigga. Word 2. Matt, I guarantee either like Schultz and them, they knew this shit, but it feels like they wanted the internet to say it. And actually, for Akash's sake, I'm hoping that's him too. Because sometimes you're trying to tell a girl like, yo, you're bratty or you're whatever. And then they'll get so combative with you. But the only thing that works with them, you get what I mean, is outside shame. Word. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times women value the opinions of others more than sometimes they value the opinion of the person who they're with. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Akash Singh.
Yeah.
Akash Singh.
Akash Singh. This guy is not part of our demo, but his story is so needed to be said. I'm bringing it up.
So she fibbed that whole time and then hit him with the whammy? Like
He married a bottom dweller bitch and held her up to be a thing of purity.
Chat. And I'm gonna pause it. This is where my proof is. They knew this shit from a long time ago. This is from like 10 years ago. They knew this shit. Schultz knew this shit from a long time ago. Watch this clip. Nigga.
Oh, wait, she's waiting.
Watch this.
Y'all want to know how to play?
Here you go.
Was it rude? Akash, was it rude?
I don't care.
So apparently they had kicked out his girl. His girl was like in the studio doing homework or some shit. And Schultz was like, yo, we got to go do a pod. Get the fuck on out of here. And she gets upset and she's on her nigga's head top. Like, you gonna let this nigga talk to me like that, type shit.
I'll deal with it when I get home. All right, well, I mean, like,
Oh, you should leave it in. You should start right
Hold
now.
on. Hold on.
This convo right here, this is where you figured it out.
Before we start, because we already started, but was that rude? Was that rude? First of all, something that I learned today that I had only heard in rumors prior was that Akash's girl does not like young Hezzy.
Really?
At all.
Really?
I felt a vibe.
I don't blame
she
her.
don't like you.
Oh my God.
No, she don't like you.
Why? Why is that?
And I even gave Akash like a little fake ass compliment. Like, remember when they were doing a podcast and I was like, man, he waited for you. Like, I've been trying to whatever. You know how you try to pick, promote your boy.
Yeah.
When she don't like you, ain't no brain.
So you kicked her out while she was doing work.
Son, I just looked over the computer and it looked like she was coding or some shit.
Plus the pause.
But
Because
she
then
was-
it's like, all right, well, wait. And they just stare at you?
I don't know what she was. What was she? She was doing homework or something. Oh.
So you kicked her out while she was doing work.
Son, I just looked over the computer and it looked like she was coding or some shit, and I was like, bro, we got a podcast to do. It's already quite late, because a very entertaining interview with Akash and his girl on horrible decisions.
That's what makes you ate shit. Yeah, that's wild, bro. I ain't
Hold
go
on.
for it. I'll be telling you.
Hold on.
Like, if that was my girl, like, we'd have to have words.
Oh, here he go. He's an instigator. Everybody know this guy. Oh, if that was my girl, we would have problems. Trying to put pressure on Akash to press Andrew Schultz, knowing that.
And that's how you can tell what type of girl that is. Yo, put it like this. Nobody gonna get on your ass more than your girl when you get home. Be like, yo, why you ain't check that nigga about me? You let him talk to me like that. Yo, you gotta check him.
That's not even where he want to go with it. Now he over
Nigga,
here.
my
instigating.
ex.
That's crazy.
And here's the thing. And this is where you get between a rock and a hard place. I remember, so my ex doing dumbass shit, right? I'm gonna be keeping 100 now. I ain't even know if don't liquor. I gotta get some liquor. My ex was doing mad dumbass shit. Shout out to my man Flacco. He made a video like, ex doing mad dumbass shit, embarrassing the fucking GOAT. This the GOAT of media. Bitch, you should know who you with. Act accordingly. Shorty's in my ear, because now here's the thing. Somebody really getting your back, right? Shorty's in my ear like, yo, you gonna let him talk to me like that? Like, yo, you not gonna check him? You not gonna check Flacco? I'm like, no. Like, that's what I'm saying, but like, she's on you type shit. Like, yo, that's what's happening right here. Really, Schultz is kind of telling him like, yo, bro, like, yo, Shorty's entitled. Yo, what's up? He can't really be like, yo, bro, you kind of right. Because she finna be on his head top at home. Facts.
Spicing this up.
I'm gonna go get some liquor, man. That's what I need.
Let's go.
Nah, I can't drink. I drink, I'm gonna get worse. Nah, I'm good. I gotta stay sober.
Those things, I was just like, what?
Yo, Akash, explain to me what's going on, because I don't get it. And now you're pitting Akash against me like he got to do something.
I'm not putting nobody against
And
nobody.
Kaz in the corner, I know you high or something.
I'm not high at all. I'm super sober.
He's like just been so.
They have to be able to assert their boundaries. Respectful.
He is faithful, but I'm saying I'm mad respectful, but you thought that was disrespectful.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm always like, am I being a bitch if I think this is I don't want to be whipped at. And I was like, she probably upset by that, and I could see how, but
so what?
Now, here's the thing. I didn't know this shit was going on this long. This is like 10 years. Like, I ain't gonna lie. That's hard code in the DNA. Hard-coded. Hard-coded.
So what? She's upset by that. So what? My boundary, especially if that's the.
That would have been great content.
It would
Been
have.
great content.
It would have for maybe 2 of y'all.
Oh, it's not so comfortable
But
anymore.
the rest of the listen,
so
I care about the assholes, y'all.
Actually, when
Y'all
y'all
can
said it
entertain
was rude,
yourself.
I felt a little relief because I was like, oh, okay, I'm not.
No, it wasn't just you. Like I was just sitting there.
I'll just deal with it when I get home or whatever.
I'm sure you will.
No, but my bad. Like I honestly didn't think it was rude. I thought.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, keep it.
Honestly,
please.
honestly.
If it's my
Yo,
friend's
Alex,
girlfriend,
you should invite her back in and ask
Yeah.
her if it was her. Yo,
Stuff that nigga.
Stupid. Crabs in a barrel, bro. This is just.
Stuff that nigga, man.
Yo, man. We can't.
Nah, Andrew. Yo, Andrew, I fuck with you. Let me tell you this. Andrew not dumb. Andrew been waiting for this day for 10 years. He either been thought this or he been said this like, yo, why my boy letting this girl run him? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I guarantee, and they probably were like, man, stop, man, shut up, bro. He been waiting for the internet to say this. I can't wait for the next Flagrant podcast. Cause Andrew, you're not low. I love you, brother. I love you. And none of y'all get mad at me for this, cause like, listen, this is why, trust me, they talked about when my ex wanted to jump up in the media, everybody talked about her, and it's cool. It's fair game. What the fuck? Who cares? You know what I mean? Now, granted, it was my wife, so, you know what I mean? I wasn't stuck with her. But, Andrew, I could tell you was saying the same thing the internet was saying then, but your ass, I don't know if this is a good friend or a bad friend. You were waiting for the internet to figure it out, that now you're like, this is you right now. Didn't I tell you? On some shit.
We can't win, bro. You know what I mean?
if it's a friend's girl, like with Sarah, I always made sure she liked me, and there was not only am I not gonna hit on her, like, cause then I know it's just shit for you to put up with, and I've been the asshole friend, and I see how that causes fights, and then at a certain point I was like, oh, I just need to make sure this is always smooth.
What I ever do that was bad.
Hey, yo, I'm giving y'all, and this is why I said, like, when I was saying about commentators, yo, I want commentators that's gonna give real experience. I'm not saying you gotta have gone through these things, but I hate when niggas is like, oh this, oh that. Like, nigga, we don't know who the fuck you deal. Nigga, you might be a body boy for all we know. I'm gonna always use my personal experiences. That's a fact, nigga. Because the same characteristics exist in these women in some type of different form, even if it manifests differently. Yo, those type of chicks, they become isolative. That's probably not even a word. Because they will be a wedge between you and your friends based on their actions. You get what I'm saying? Like, they'll make it to the point where they're like, yo, I don't want to be around your friend. So now y'all can't go out as groups. You got to be with her by herself. Like, now she's like kind of like in your ear. Like, yeah, these type of chicks is, I don't know if it's by design or what, but they be having a little plot.
I don't think you've done anything.
Oh,
bad.
I remember the one thing.
But that was, yeah, somebody said, yeah, he married. So yeah, once a nigga marries somebody, once a nigga marries somebody, bro, you back up. That's a fact. That's a fact. I ain't gonna lie, that's a fact. Once a nigga marries somebody, that's a fact. It's like and I was gonna use a really weird analogy. I ain't gonna lie, yo, when I was younger, I had this fucking. Nah, I'm telling y'all too much. Actually, I can tell y'all. I love telling y'all too much. So when I was younger, I had like this bank account with money. It's like an abortion fund. I ain't had that much money, so I just kept like, I think in Hackensack, it cost how much? It was like $500 or like $444. I don't know the exact math. For an abortion. Like, obviously, I'm starting to get a little bitches now. I'm doing my little thing. Obviously, I'm not trying to get a girl pregnant, but it was like a rainy day fund. Get a chick pregnant. You know you ain't trying to have no kid right now. Get the abortion fund. So I kind of had it there. I bet. Me and all my mans were kind of on the same way. We're in college. We're fucking chicks. We're having a good time. Yo, my man get this one chick pregnant, and he tell us, and I say, yo, bro, you got it? Like, and he said, what you mean? I'm like, yo, you know, I still got that bank account. Like, I got you with the money for the abortion, right? And I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought he was gonna be like, oh, nah, of course, because I've heard him like be nervous, like, oh, I think I might have whatever. I hope she late. I hope she not pregnant. So I'm thinking he on the same wave, like, get rid of this motherfucker. Then he told me, was like, nah, bro, I think I'm gonna keep it. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, that turned out to be my godson. I ain't gonna cap with you still. You know what I mean? But I'm that type of nigga. I'm the nigga who, like, you know what I mean? Like, before, I'm like mad trivial with it. And I guess to compare it to this is, once he told me I'm gonna keep the kid, I was like, oh, okay. Oh, my bad. Oh, I ain't know. What the fuck? Okay. Because at first I was like, yo, bro, I know the spot in Hackensack. They do it for the Lolo. Like, do the abortion for the Lolo. And he was just like, yo, bro, I'm going to keep it. And I'm like, oh, my bad. Oh, I got to change my tune. Yo, because I was talking crazy. I was like, yeah, nigga, I got you with the money. Nigga, she get her stomach pumped. Nigga, we back to business. Nigga, like, yo, just put her on the sideline. We back to fucking these hoes. No, nigga, I'm going to keep it. Oh, shit. Oh. Whoa. I didn't know that. You got it. Okay. It's my godson, man. I love him, man.
You can't just trail off on that one. I need details on that show.
I'm talking as a guy. I'm in college. Everybody know, like, yo, like, pregnancy is like catching AIDS. My nigga, like, you know when you and your friends start getting pussy? Y'all young? Pregnancy is like AIDS, my nigga. Like, the first nigga to get a baby, you look at like, what the fuck is wrong with you, right? Like, yo, bro, we're just fucking these hoes. So, we always, like, you know what I mean? Like, we the type of niggas, yo, before we go out, everybody phone charge? Everybody got a condom? Like, yo, that's how it was rocking. We're niggas in college, bro. Everybody got a phone charge? Everybody got a condom? Nigga, we would make sure we got condoms before we had gas in the car, my nigga. Like, we were just, it's only one goal when you're going out in college, bro. Like, y'all know what I'm talking about. So, when you doing your thing at that point, like, pregnancy is like, what? You get what I'm saying? So, it's like, wait, bro, you ain't fucking with a condom? All right, you ain't getting a pip? Wait, she pregnant? All right, bet, we gonna get rid of it. All right, cool. So it used to be a team effort. Be like, yo, Shorty tell me she be late. Shorty saying this. You know what we would do? Be like, nah, I think she lying, my nigga. Like, I seen her at that frat party. She's still drinking. Ain't no way she pregnant. She showed you a test? Like, it was a group effort to keep fucking these hoes. Let's be honest. It's a group effort, nigga. Like, it's a group effort. So when one nigga departs from the group and he's done fucking these hoes and he's like, I'm having a baby, you're like, what the fuck is going on out here? That's what I'm saying. But you gotta respect him if that's your man's. We respected the shit out of him, and he had a child. And that's my godson, and I love him to death. That's what I'm saying.
No.
Yo, are y'all acting like y'all not men? Somebody said condoms? Wait, oh, y'all don't use condoms. Oh, my bad. Yo, when you in college and y'all about to go to like a party, like, yes. Be like, yo, everybody, like, yo, do we got all the necessary supplies for what we might get into tonight? No? Okay, never mind.
It's not. I can tell Akash serious because he's like, no.
Somebody said TMI? I'm going to tell y'all anyway.
It wasn't even intentional. Like, it wasn't even intentional. Admit it wasn't intentional.
No, I've definitely been you before. I've definitely been the friend that my friend's girl was like, I don't like when you hang out with him.
Yeah, nobody liked me.
Which is fine. You get
nobody's
that.
friend, nobody's girlfriend likes me.
This is the pressure that he put him under.
Oh, you got
control text.
I ain't gonna lie. I've been that guy though. I've been the guy that I'm usually the guy that your girlfriend don't like hanging out with. But it's not because of nothing I'm doing. It's because me, like, your man's has just blamed all the bitches on me. That ain't my girl. That's Axe. Like, I'm finding out about bitches. He'd be like, you know, like, you ever been around your friend and his girl and all of a sudden some shit come around and you realize your friend blamed it on you without your consent? So I'm just chilling, like, yeah, we just chilling, taking a drink. Then all of a sudden you hear, yeah, and you were at that fucking Top Golf and you told my act brought 5 bitches. That's why I'm like, y'all. Nigga, he brought. Oh shit, the 5 bitches I brought. Yeah. You ever had to like just act like it was you? The whole time you know it's your man's? So girls never like the best friend of the man that's in a girlfriend, his best friend, the girl shouldn't like. Or else you ain't doing your job right. You're supposed to cover for that nigga. You get what I'm saying?
Look at the pressure you put under this man, bro.
Son, his thumbs are moving Goku speed right now, bro.
Yo, my man is texting. Yo, Yo, my man's, I ain't gonna lie, I blame it on my man's too. I blame it on my man's. I'm like, yo, this nigga's, you know when you ever blame a girl on your man's and you saying the word, yo, this nigga's a whore. You telling your girlfriend, it's like, yo, I don't know why he always need girls around. Like, I'm just going there to do the job and get the fuck out. Bro, I be telling this nigga, man. Yo, chat, this is just guy code, right? Like, this is no pun intended. I know you was on the show. I'm no pun intended, but this is guy code. You blame all the bitches on your single friend, or your friend could be in a relationship. Oh, you know what's diabolical? I was in a relationship and my man's was in a relationship, but we niggas. So when we couldn't have our girls around each other. Because you know why? Both our girls keep thinking, my man ain't cheating. It's that nigga who's cheating. That's the best. That's the best. Yo, the whole time, I'm with my chick, and I done slandered my man so crazy. She said, I feel sorry for his girl. And I'm like, me too. I feel sorry for you. I don't know why he keep fucking all them bitches. He got a good girl at home. Yo, when he with his girl and I'm around, his girl's like, yo, I feel bad for Academic's girl, man. Like, damn, yo, he just keep cheating on her. Like, and my man's would be like, yeah. I don't know why this nigga keep doing that shit. Facts! Facts! Yes! I'm sorry, yes! 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 You're supposed to do it with a single guy, but fuck it, man. If your best friend is both y'all in relationships, you just term him as the cheater. Be like, I don't know why he keep doing that. And then you say some sucker shit to your girl to make her feel. You start using girl logic on your girl to make her feel like you wouldn't do it. I don't know why he be doing that. And the girls he be fucking don't even look better than his girl. Why cheat when your girl look better at home? That's girl logic. In reality, nigga, that's your girls.
Look at this shit.
Akash, in the 90,
that's actually a two-line
in
text.
the 90+ episodes we've done in this episode, I don't think I've ever seen Akash text during a show until right.
Oh, let me grab some liquor, man. Y'all might have me turn up. Akash, I'm gonna shoot you some bail, bro. We're not making this about you, and we love you. We love you. I love you, Akash. You're such a great guy, and I hope you do realize that most of this conversation, and I've listened to a lot of people talking about it. None of it is like, yes, Myron doesn't like you, but most of people aren't like saying fuck you. They're just hoping that you're good. And for me, this is where I come across, bro. If you happy, bro, it ain't my job to tell you how you supposed to deal with your shorty. You feel me? But I think people are looking at this type of situation, and for me, you extrapolate and you'd be like, yo, it's kind of crazy that shorty acts like that. But if you're happy, I'm very glad for you. I think you're doing nothing wrong, and I think you're an amazing guy. But I think she is the byproduct of so many things that society's pushing that people needed an example to latch onto, and it happens to be her right now. Let me go get some more liquor. I ain't gonna hold you.
Just a second.
Did you have to put out a fire?
On.
It is.
Yeah, we
we're
started.
rolling.
We already going.
We are rolling, bro.
Flagrant too. No easy buckets. And now
rolling,
this is
bro.
my
Are you kidding
asshole water cooler commentary for your sports needs, bro. We out here. You know what I mean? This Schultzy.
Oh, it's awkward in here, man.
Listen, y'all want to know how to play a villain.
Y'all don't know, bro.
Y'all want to know how to turn heel.
I live for an awkward moment. I can cut that tension with a knife right here, bro.
Man, this is light work.
Yeah, he's just still instigating. Ain't nothing going on here. Akash don't want to press him for nothing because it's important for you to be able to set your boundaries with your friend's girl sometimes. That's fine. Y'all got a job to do. Sometimes you got to put all that aside to figure out and complete the task at hand. You got to stay focused sometimes.
For you?
Son.
You got to go home to that.
Son, this is
not
nothing.
even go home. She's like right outside. She's probably like listening right now.
He was born into chaos, bro. This is Bane, bro. He don't got to worry about this shit. You've been in uncomfortable situations, no? You're in a relationship.
Yeah.
Is it really that bad?
Don't let him.
Yo, Alex.
I see what's happening right now. Yo.
Alex.
I see what's happening right now. Yo.
Yo, next, Alex. Please stop.
Wow.
Please stop.
I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to let you rock, Akash. You got to handle that.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I think Schultz knew from back then. Anyway, let me see what this nigga talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. She brags on this. She's never kissed him in public and stands on it. Even at their wedding.
Wait, what?
You see, I'm a bad friend. I would have been told that nigga to cheat. Like, that's my favorite advice to niggas. Your bitch acting up, cheat. Your bitch pissing you off, she don't cook, cheat. You know why? Nigga, it's less problems. It's like, why am I going to sit here and get a headache arguing with you, you making some nonsensical point? Nigga, I just go to my side bitch house. What are you talking about? Like, that's the answer to everything for me.
Darlene, it's bad.
Oh, well.
It's bad.
I popped open a new bottle of Don Julio right now.
Bad. But people will tell me I don't know what I'm talking about when it's suckers out there like this. What was that dude who was preaching to the women in Atlanta and got caught on video at the bitch house? He was talking about being faithful, being good to women and all that shit. Then got caught at the bitch house.
The nigga on Facebook.
What is his name? The chat room say it. He's finished now. He's finished.
Okay, we got to draw a distinction. I know people are trying to make Akash like this anti-red pillar. Akash is a comedian. He's a really nice guy. He's not this is what, like, some soapbox, this is what relationship should be. If anything, I've been on Flagrant a bunch of times. They're more accepting of, hey, I never had sex with a bunch of chicks. I married the love of my life. I lost my virginity to her. He doesn't look down on people who didn't. He doesn't look down on other women who ain't virgins. So, like, that's what they're trying to create him to be, but he's not that. So this is why I'm like, yo, what are y'all talking about? He's not. Yes, he did go back and forth with Fresh and Fit, but they were, as a podcast, challenging Fresh and Fit ideology. It's not that their podcast, Flagrant 2, stands on the ideology of, like, something different in terms of, we're like white knights or whatever. No. Now, granted, the only point I would say fairly is people would be like, yo, I think a lot of times they will talk about people and they might be like, oh, that's cuck shit. And that's like a new, like, that's what people use a lot to kind of like put down other people based on the nature of their relationship. And they're saying that's eerily similar to what this seems to be given. Pause.
The bitch had him on her surveillance walking around naked. This is one of these guys.
That's Derek Jackson, right? You talking about Derek Jackson?
Who talks good. Oh, you should respect women and I don't cheat and all like this.
This is a $100 bottle. You talking about this is a $50 bottle. This is a $100 bottle, man. I run through this. This shit gonna be done. If I'm streaming every day, this shit gonna be done by Thanksgiving.
Then old girl got tired of that shit, bust out with the tape on him over her out. He's a black dude. What is his name?
Derek Jackson.
Chat room. He live out there in Atlanta.
He's a preacher.
What's his name? Somebody said it. Jackson.
Derek Jackson.
Derek Jackson.
I got a good
It's
memory,
a lot of them, y'all. Whenever somebody say relationship coach, that's sucker shit, homie.
Akash is not a relationship coach. That's what I'm trying to say. He's not that.
If you got a real relationship coach, you ain't even ready to hear the truth.
I do believe that the meta is, if you want to, like, you shouldn't get a girlfriend if you want to be a relationship coach, right? I'm going to keep it a being with you. I love Myron. But Myron was going through some uneasy waters when people are talking about his girlfriend because he had one. It's so much easier to talk about someone when nobody knows what you're dealing with, right? Because people are always going to find the hypocrisies there, right? You know, like with Myron, they were like, yo, well, how come your girl is taking bikini pictures and you're saying women shouldn't do that? How your girl going out, but you say women shouldn't have girls? So the best way and the best position, this is one of the reasons that I'm bringing it back on some rap shit, why Drake is I think Drake isn't really, at this point, his lifestyle isn't suitable for battles. You know everything about him, and the people he going against, you don't know nothing about. You know nothing about Kendrick and like what he got going on. Nothing. Like, in reality, like, he tells you some stuff on in music, but there's no much like actual, like, remember he says his auntie's a man or some shit like that. Has anybody found that person on social media? No. Like, it is what it is. The point is, the more people know about you, the lesser of a soapbox you could really be on, because there's too many things to attack and too many ways to spin your own words or your own actions against your ideology that you're currently selling. Exactly.
You ain't ready to hear the truth. A real relationship coach is going to tell you something that in your heart you know is right, not how you feel about it. You know it's right. This man used to have the audacity to stand on stage and he ain't had no material for real, tell people about their relationship. And his relationship is in shambles.
Wait, he'd
because
make fun of their relationships?
yeah, he act like he telling you you're fucked and all like that. Listen, his wife
The ultimate.
has to be the most wicked bitch in the world. If you listen to her speak, I'm talking about this
He's not a relationship coach, though.
And they're still married.
Oshkosh Bagash type motherfucker. What is his name again?
Akash Singh.
Akash Singh.
And they're still married.
I invite you to come to a debate with me.
Now, this is one of the problematic things, right? I think why this puts Akash in a interesting spot, because as a comedian, you kind of have to be in that place where you do talk about, like, when you're doing crowd work, you got to be like, oh, man, yo, I bet she wears the pants in a relationship. And you got to kind of be able to get those jokes off. What this kind of does, it jeopardizes him to be able to do his art. And that's why I thought she should have chilled out, right? Because yes, you're trying to pursue some fame, but like you're making your guy look so emasculated that if he does a comedy show and these are the main things at comedy show for anybody who does crowd work, you see a couple and be like, how long y'all been together? Oh, okay. Who said I loved you first? And these are things that every comedian does when they're working a crowd. You can't do that anymore, because as soon as you do that and try to get a joke, which sometimes a joke is, yeah, you want them to laugh with you, but sometimes you want people to laugh at them, people are going to remember your situation. And that's the sucky part about this. She's now married you into this cucky, like, type of atmosphere, which I don't think he's a cuck at all. You know what I mean?
Sir, because see, a man like this is the enemy of all things logical. All things logical. The situation he is in with a bust down, a woman who set the monkey out across the galaxy. That's her. People was talking.
All right, Corey Holcomb. Okay. Any more on this topic? I don't think so. I think they're going to talk about it today on Flagrant. I'm going to be watching. I love watching Flagrant.
Curious to hear if anyone in his.
Oh yeah, this guy be talking about it a lot. Which respectfully to him, he be having a lot of opinions. I gotta know what his bitch is like how he dealing with his girl. Cause like nigga, like again, I keep telling you, the fuck. When you hear people, all right, anyway.
Well, as
this. It's the only thing that'll give me a little quick.
Now this clip comes from a TikTok.
I was shopping at Rainbow. I was 16. The top 4 songs when I came back for my sophomore year: Click, Pop That, Bands Make Her Dance, Birthday Cake, the 2 Chains, Birthday, It's Your Birthday. I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat houses. I was shopping at Rainbow. I was eating buffalo chicken wraps every day. I was
buffalo chicken wraps do be hitting though.
Straightening my hair with my French tips. You could not tell me nothing. And I had a roster of guys that I would rotate through.
Now, that's, it's a lot of these non-black people, they identify with white culture more than black culture, right? I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. A lot of these non-black people, like Asians, identify with white culture more than black culture. And a lot of these, educated Indian or Middle Eastern people, they identify with white culture than black culture. Why do I say that? Because when we hear hooking up, we think fuck. White people, when they hear hooking up, they mean just kissing and doing everything but sex. You get with me? Like, especially when they're virgins and talking. Because I've heard virgins said, "Oh, I hooked up with this." I'm like, "Did you lose your virginity?" And they're like, "No, we just like kissed and did other stuff and fingered each other or did whatever." So I don't know, but she's saying roster, like maybe she wasn't fucking these guys. I don't know. Maybe she wasn't.
So it's like,
oh, there's this guy, yo, chat. I'm gonna put y'all into a creator. This guy is fucking hilarious. I found him through this. This guy is yo, bro. If you ever see this, I watch. Yo, I started watching you because of this, and I'm watching you like. Matter of fact, now I'm gonna play his shit. This nigga's fucking hilarious. I love this guy. He's a white dude, but he's like prototypically white. I love him, bro.
Just missed the patch update with.
Like, he got mad jokes. This nigga right here. This nigga's hilarious.
Is the one for me. You see, Helix thought of that.
There you go.
She said only the for a
He feels
able to take accountability.
Okay, so I'm gonna watch him watch this. This nigga's too hilarious. I can't even lie. This nigga right here, this white boy, this dude's too. Y'all know him? He funny as fuck.
Super sorry for the guy. We also have yet another response from his wife, and as well as a response from Andrew Schultz. So buckle up for this one. We gotta get back active. Without further ado, this was recorded on a podcast just 4 months ago.
Tell me about your relationship with your wife. What's that like?
I'm sorry. I just was not expecting that voice.
A lot of work, a lot of therapy. We love each other so much. We're like deeply in love. And it's like we laugh all the time. But both of us grew up in like, and I'm talking about this in the next special. It was like turbulent households for both of us. We don't need to get too personal. But
why would you go on a podcast and talk about your wife, your relationship with your soulmate? Keep it private. These people have mental illnesses.
Yeah, it's turbulent. So we didn't have any tools. Our fights would get crazy. Like, I am very calm with her until I'm not, and then it's hard for me to cap the anger.
0 to 100 in a second.
0 to 100.
0 to 0 for 10 days, and then...
She never felt unsafe like I would hit her.
Sure.
But like, I like hit myself a couple of times like a fucking maniac, and like, that's not gonna make you feel safe either.
No.
So it was a lot of therapy. As soon as we got together, I'd been thinking about therapy for a while, and I realized I love this girl.
I need to do a collab with this nigga, man. Yo, you're gonna hear him say, yo, nigga was just like, yo, he was like, yo, Batman couldn't beat this information out of me. This thing is funny as shit. I'm telling you, you're gonna see it.
I don't even think I knew how much.
If you don't love me, I'm gonna hurt myself.
Until therapy, but like I was like, yeah, I love this girl. This girl I want to make it work with. I can't let this get in the way. So I started therapy 2016, I think, and then it didn't even really take hold. I feel like until like 2019, and then 2021, I felt in like whatever 2024, 2025. I'm feeling more and more like it's just one of my therapists, a couples therapist we had said, all therapy is trying to get your emotions into words. A lot of times you get angry, but you're not actually angry. You're feeling, I'm insecure about this.
Yo, his reactions are valid.
And then you said that thing and it hurt my feelings. And it's coming out as anger. But if I could just say, hey, you know what? I'm insecure about this thing.
The reason why we keep covering this debacle is that there's many lessons in here.
You said that and it kind of hurt my feelings. It's a whole different fight. And that's what so much of what we're trying to work on. And my girl still pops off. For me,
insecurity is gay. So true.
It's trying to stay patient through that and hearing her and then getting
34 years old, by the way. The girl? Because Akash is pushing 40.
Because again, she grew up not feeling like anybody's looking out for her. She's not feeling protected. So she has to fight for herself. So it's my job to try to listen to that, take that in, and then
no, it's not.
I also said to her, I got a real thing with
They fat people.
Can we skip past this?
I'm just going to try to...
She actually might have to go to those fake military masculine boot camps.
Your stomach is actually
your sleeping preferences.
The scorekeeping comes in.
Because you feel like I'm doing this.
But I'm not.
What is... Didn't switch the laundry. I'm keeping track.
When I was looking for this...
They're like centuries behind on how to court a woman.
Every time I touch anything and I...
Nah. I'm gonna play with... I just gotta play one of the funny ones. This shit is hilarious.
Akash sings white. Back it up.
That...
Listen to this.
7th, and then after that... Akash is ridiculous...
Make a little quick announcement that we're going to get married again. We're going to renew our vows in India next year.
So first of all, this whole renewing the vows thing, I don't know if that's up my alley. That's not in my cards. It's like, what? Isn't matrimony supposed to be the sacred thing where like you say it once, you know, like you guys like just got married, what, in the last 4 years? You want to renew your vows again? Huh?
Want to come to that? Yeah. Does that sound fun? And since I am
yeah, I love you forever until next time.
renewing my vows, I think the only
the only reason I bring this up because it cheapens the initial vow, in my opinion.
Rings, all expense paid vacations right before you go to your Manhattan high rise where you complain about
how much fucking money does he make, dude?
Yo, I like good old white boy humor, and this is that guy right here. Like, I like when white boys don't want to be black, and they're just giving white boy humor. Reminds me of college, actually. Like, he's just funny. He's white boy funny.
Holy shit.
space in your closet. Now, I had to cut off the first 10 seconds of this video because she's literally showing her ass so that everybody on her TikTok can see her bare ass. So I gotta cut that off for YouTube, but let's just listen to what they're talking about.
Through some physical activity at home. And we treat a lot of bruises here, bruises for many different reasons. And so we imagined a laser called the baby and the death.
Also, I heard you're single. Is that true?
We're gonna go back to treating. Typically get these types of
You're
bruises
single.
on the neck.
Wait,
we
why?
call it something else on the neck, and it's surprising we can get enough patients to come in.
Having a man scope your ass while joking about him being single is diabolical work, but she prioritizes growing her following of feminist girl.
Yo, why would you post this? The gall, the audacity, bro. Your wife's cheeks are out on TikTok making semi-sexual allusions.
Bosses while calling her the main character within their story. And these women will continue on following her because they hate men, thus they see nothing wrong with her behavior.
That is a better one. No, hold on. I'm sorry. I watched all these niggas' videos in the last 5 days. Every one of these videos I didn't watch. Oh, this is
Myron Gaines.
Here we go.
This is almost
crazy. His face card always slays, never declines. And it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband. I just know that Nav's dick is like at least 10 inches. Okay, I have 2 butthole stories. So one time.
Yo. Huh?
I met this guy on Tinder and I made the dumb mistake of letting him sleep over, like not really wanting to fucking hook up. And I like woke up in the morning and like my asshole was a little sore.
First of all, your wife talking about another man's meat is crazy. Second of all, let's broadcast that while in a public relationship. The amount of embarrassment that is headed his way from her behalf, but really it turns into the simp's responsibility. This is almost too much.
And I remember that he what kind of porn do you watch when you use a vibrator?
Okay, not gonna lie, I don't watch porn while using a vibrator. What? I just think my imagination is vibration enough.
Wow.
I'm just thinking of like my own husband while I'm like doing it.
Wait, that's kind of baller, but I could never do that.
Dog. She just said she can't even fantasize about getting off to her own husband.
Yeah. And so I was using you and your husband split finances. And I'm going to be really fucking honest.
I don't.
We don't.
We don't.
We don't.
First of all, that's a fucking red flag. I'm not like, no joke. I love you girls. If you want to work all for
Good marriage. I think it's because my husband's never here.
Okay, so I've been getting a lot of comments that I'm using my husband.
Yo, I can't watch this. So that was the post that kickstarted this whole thing. After going back and forth on X over the past couple years. And then he released more. Hey, Akash saying, shut the fuck up forever.
All right, man. I gotta stop, man. I gotta stop. Oh, bro.
And even stalkers. And it's a nasty, disgusting feeling knowing that there's bad actors out there selling my information, selling delete it, right? Yeah, but actually, let me read it from the top. This is Akash's response to the controversy. As predicted, he will defend his wife and stay with her. It clearly affected him a lot. Let's read through this post, all right? And it's from somebody who attended one of Akash's shows. I believe he has a show called Gaslight. I don't know. I know it's on YouTube like that. I don't know if he tours underneath that show name as well. But this was somebody that went to his show between the time periods when he went overseas. Like, it was before that, but after myself and as well as Myron got a hold of the content and began to talk about it. So let's see what this person who attended the show has to say. I went to a 7 p.m. show last night and it was extremely awkward. He was clearly not processing the situation well and he ended the set 20 minutes early. I only found out about his wife the day of the show, and honestly, after seeing that set basically be his therapy moment about it, I am way more suspicious of controversy than before. This is clearly something he's insecure about. Even though he tried way too hard to make it seem like he wasn't, he spent the first 10 to 15 minutes of the set talking about the controversy, how his wife has been loyal to him, how everything she has been saying is just jokes and is fine with him. This is just so cringy. To watch a man find every reason, try to cope within the situation because
fuck all that. Listen, I think Akash should be dropping 40 right now. Yeah, you got to put that in your act. Now, maybe it's hard to spin that into like a really funny thing that makes you look cool. But, nigga, he has something to talk about. What the fuck? Didn't everybody say that after Chris Rock got slapped, like, people wanted to hear from him? Yeah, you got to make that part of your act. Who cares?
Answers to this for him leaves him losing. Whether or not he chooses to leave his wife, that may go against his religion. That will disrupt the vows he originally set forward. Or if he chooses to stay, he'll forever be the butt of people's jokes. And being a comedian, that is not a position that you want to be in. But no one in the crowd knew how to take this information, and I truly believe that the majority of fans there had no idea any of this was going on. This only made him spend...
All right, man, I ain't got something for that. All right, Nicki Minaj. There's reports coming out that she's going to be forced to sell her $20 million house after she has been non-responsive to a lawsuit where it was deemed that she and her husband need to pay a guy, I don't know if it was a security guard. Yeah, it was a security guard. He was awarded, here we go, $503,000 in a lawsuit. Now, apparently, she didn't even really respond to that lawsuit, so it's kind of almost like a default judgment. Now, here's the thing about civil lawsuits. After you've gotten a judgment, the problem is collecting it, right? Like, how are you going to collect it? Will the person willingly pay? The only thing you have to help you to get payment is the court system that could put in court orders to either garnish your paychecks or possibly liquidate some of your assets or potentially even sell a home to get the money to pay the judgment. So essentially, the judge is saying that she's close to forcing the sale of Nicki Minaj's $20 million house to sell the debt. Now, let me read this. A California judge is saying that she's close to forcing the sale of Nicki Minaj's $20 million mansion after the rapper has refused to pay damages that were awarded to a former security guard who claims he was assaulted by her husband. By the way, let me give you a little bit of context in terms of, again, these legal suits, people getting these outlandish payments, and what happens. Do you remember when The Game got sued for sexual assault or sexual battery or whatever it was, when he supposedly touched one of the cast members on a reality show when he had a show, and she sued him. He never showed up. They gave a $7 million judgment. Essentially, the chick wanted the $7 million. And after they deemed that they would not give him a appeal in terms of, have him run the case back again because he didn't respond the first time, he has to pay the $7 million. Now, I don't know if what really fully happened, but there's no assets in The Game's name. He took everything out of his name. They put it in other people's name, including home, cars, everything. And essentially, the woman who was looking to try to have the judge find the money, they couldn't find no money. And she then came to court saying, oh, no, he put the stuff in other people's names, but it's a little bit harder to get. Here's the thing. Nicki Minaj she got to be up a couple $100 million, right? She's not going to put everything from her name to her mama's name or something like that. So she's, doing her thing. So $503,000, this person is going back and forth to court to saying, yo, I want the money. I think she's getting paid over there. The judge will be like, if you have some proof, I could put in an order to enforce it. And that's how this is coming down. So in a hearing on November 24th in Los Angeles Superior Court, Cindy Panucco told lawyers for both parties that she's leaning towards a forced sale of the opulent home, but said that there's one final detail she wants to review before taking that action. My tentative is to grant this. I just want to make sure we're getting it right. The one detail required, according to Rolling Stone, is a bank statement that details Nicki Minaj's payments on her $13.3 million mortgage since October 2022, as well as daily interest that's accrued on the debt. Panucco explained that she wants to review this document to ensure that a forced sale of the property will actually be able to recover the $503,000 that is owed to Nicki Minaj, former security guard, even if the property sells for well below market value. So they're saying we could force the house to be sold, but again, if the house gets sold for $10 million and the mortgage she owes $13 million, everything goes to the bank and they still need more. So selling the house won't do it. I'm pretty sure they've gone through the process of asking this defendant, or not defendant, but plaintiff, who, the security guard, to say, you sure you don't know any other assets she owns? Maybe a car, maybe, I don't know, whatever she could own. Like, obviously they're not going to be able to get her jewelry. Her jewelry's right there with her unless they raid her house. So it's like, is there any asset that's just sitting out there? Like, you know what I mean? And they have determined it's the house, and the judge is saying, well, all right, let me just make sure the house is going to be worth the money that you're trying to recover, even after all the closing stuff happens with the mortgage, etc. He says, let's say there's no bidder who offers the full $20 million. It goes up for auction. They don't get a fair market value. It doesn't cover everything. It doesn't cover the sale. What the sale is required to cover, including the judgment in this instance, then I would use the evidence to help me determine that. It says the person's lawyer attempted to argue back, insisting that the sale would likely reap millions more than needed to cover the payments, and insisting they could deal with any shortfall later. So they just want the judge to sell. That's the defendant, right? Or not defendant, the plaintiff, who is a security guard who won the judgment. So, however, the judge refused to back down and noted that she will not make a decision until the bank statement is revealed. As I understand it, that's the only piece missing. Everything else looked good. The judge then set up a follow-up date for January 22nd so she could look over pen and paperwork and make a decision, which means they have to get that paperwork from the bank, which means she's going to probably put in a order forcing the bank to give over Nicki Minaj's mortgage situation, and then make that determination to see if the house is sold, will they get enough money? I said, latest move in blah, blah. First revealed that Weidenmuller had asked the court, this got to be a white person, right? Like, whose last name is Weidenmuller? Had asked the court to force the sale of the Hidden Hills, California house that he could claim the money that's owed to him, okay? All right, he claims the money hasn't been paid, this and third. Now, I got to be honest with you. I do believe that before they sell Nicki Minaj's house, Nicki Minaj will pay. But still, Nicki Minaj right now is non-cooperative. So in this file, the security guard noted that the home's $20 million value would cover the mortgage as well as the money owed. Weidenmuller's legal team stated the star had a $13.3 million mortgage lien on the property and a $722,000 homestead exemption, together just under $14 million. He says that the property current fair value, fair market value is $20 million. So they're saying pretty much there's $14 million in outstanding stuff and $20 million that they would make from the property, yielding approximately $6 million beyond the equity and lien and exemptions. The amount is more than sufficient to satisfy the judgment, plus accrued interest and enforcement costs. Lawyers for the security guard called attention to Minaj's extraordinary net worth, insisting that she is more than capable of paying the damages owed, although it's regrettable, blah, blah. All right, cool. So essentially, don't look like Nicki Minaj's addresses, but there is a judgment there that she has to somehow figure out. By the way, I'm pretty sure if she offered this motherfucker, like, hey, listen, I'm going to keep fighting this or delaying this as long as I can, I'll give you $300,000 instead of $500,000. Maybe they'll take it. Maybe not 300, but maybe 400. So she could get a discount, a little haircut off of that. But right now, she's not trying to pay. Okay. Okay. The latest legal snaffle stems from an incident in March 22, 2019, when Weidenmuller claims he was physically assaulted by Petty, which is Nicki Minaj's husband, and verbally berated by Nicki Minaj after a fan broke through the barrier and charged onto the stage during the rapper's performance. The rapper allegedly became upset with the security team and told her husband about the incident. Weidenmuller said he entered the dressing room to console her and was reportedly greeted by the Starship's rapper and her husband and 2 other security guards. He claimed that he began consoling Nicki Minaj only for her to start yelling at him. He further alleged that she threw a shoe at him before the husband sucker punched him in the jaw without warning. The security guard was then taken to the doctor where he was required to have jaw surgery. Ooh, that's probably why they are sticking to that judgment. Minaj's enormous abode in Hidden Hills currently serves as a primary residence. The expansive dwelling comes with 8 bedrooms, several bathrooms, a resort-side pool, a cabana, terrace with sweeping views of the hills, and a separate guest house. The home spans 12,000 square feet and sits in a wealthy neighborhood where several stars reside. Minaj previously rented a $28,000 monthly dwelling in Calabasas in 2020, and she previously rented a pad in Beverly Hills for $35,000 a month. I remember when she lived there. Minaj also owned a $10 million, 7,000 square foot abode with 6 bedrooms. It was her main residence before she picked up her Hidden Hills dwelling. Wow. Okay. Nicki Minaj. Let's see. Is this the house? This is not it.
Selling facts and unwind.
Nah, I don't think this is it. Is this it?
Movie that you watched.
Maybe it is. Here we go.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, I don't think her house will be sold. Before she sells it, I definitely do believe that she will 100% either pay the debt or figure out some other way. So, yeah, figure it out. Let me see.
Yesterday, U.S. offender, his address has to be listed on the registered offenders list. So being clear about where they live and what their address is theoretically not a problem. In the documents, Thomas's attorney notes that Kenneth Petty actually got in trouble and was sentenced to house arrest for moving to California in 2019 and not registering his California address with the registry. The point here being, as of 2022, Nicki and Kenneth's address has been on this list, and this lawsuit was also filed in 2022. So Thomas...
All right. All good. All good. Somebody just sent me another topic. What's this? Sukiana. So Sukiana is saying some stuff. Let's see. Sukiana says that people would like Sweetie more if she lived the truth. She's saying all these hoes sell pussy, especially these rap bitches. Let's hear it.
But you ever sold pussy before, though? For real, like, serious question. Or you just, it makes for good music?
Yeah. The fuck? All these hoes sell pussy. All of them.
Nah. I need the full thing. I need a full dosage of this. Finally, women are keeping it real. This is Justin LaBoy podcast? Justin LaBoy podcast. Here we go.
You ain't a bitch ass thing. Have you ever fucked with a married woman?
Nah, I never do for them.
He said he spent how many years? Like, bitch.
OnlyFans, shout out to...
I said for him to leave me alone. I did. I know what the fuck I did. Can't nobody ever really call me out on nothing because I, like, yeah. The fuck? Yes, he do.
Here we go.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie because it's like, so... Basically, you know how it go is I do go in front of the liquor store because those the niggas that got the money. So I just, I don't even drive. I just walk from my house to the liquor store, get me like a little bottle of Patron like this big.
Yeah.
That's all I need in a Black & Mild. And I go outside and I see who want pussy for $5 and a 3.5. That's it.
It's crazy.
So he caught me.
He caught you?
Yeah, but it take one to know one. He be out there selling that ass too.
Niggas be selling ass?
Like, he be saying, 6ix9ine be selling that ass. He do.
Oh, she was talking about 6ix9ine. Let's go back a little bit further. Sorry.
Right? Like, who the fuck want to watch their kids all by themselves?
Not me, baby. I'm trying to get fucked. The fuck is you talking about? I got dick to suck. Like,
wow.
Get him.
Yo, you a boo.
Yo, chat, I ain't gonna lie to you. I love that women think it's women empowerment to be able to talk like this and not get judged. It's all good. We love that you talk like this. What it tells us is that you're free pussy. We could do what we want. Like, this is amazing. I love the woman empowerment era where shame is not involved, where they think that this type of conversation is dope. All right.
Okay. Moving forward, you know, we got to address the elephant in the room. You recently caught a stray online from 6ix9ine.
Yeah, I didn't care. It wasn't no stray though.
Yeah, he's saying you sell pussy to niggas in Broward County in front of the liquor store.
He do too. I seen it. I laughed because it was like he said in front of the liquor store.
That's crazy. Is there any truth to these rumors selling pussy?
Yeah.
Cheers.
What?
Hold on, let me take this. Hold up. So what he said again?
He said you sell pussy to niggas in Broward County in front of the liquor store.
That nigga's funny.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, cause it's like, so basically, you know how it go is I do go in front of the liquor store because those the niggas that got the money. So I just, you know, I don't even drive. I just walk from my house to the liquor store, get me like a little bottle of Patron, like this big.
Yeah.
That's all I need. In a Black & Mild. And I go outside and I see who want pussy for $5. And a 3.5. That's it.
It's crazy.
So he caught me.
He caught you?
Yeah, but it take one to know one. He be out there selling that ass too.
Niggas be selling ass?
Like, he be saying, 6ix9ine be selling that ass. He do.
What?
He be selling that booby hole.
Yeah, you a movie.
No, but it's funny because I got a song that I'm like, I selling coochie, and I sing that shit, and I mean, crowds of people be singing it.
Yeah. But you ever sold pussy before though, for real? Like, serious question. Or you just it makes
I
for good
mean,
music?
yeah. The fuck? All these hoes sell pussy.
Wow.
All of them. Especially these rap bitches. Like, sweetie, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not even trying to be funny or like, sweetie, people will really fuck with you more if you just live in your truth, because a lot of the ghetto girls like me, well, a lot of the girls, black community, everybody, they be trying to get into you, and that the reason why they like double dutch, like they jump in, they jump out, because they don't believe you. So when you be making your bops and shit, they be thinking that you like a fake ghetto girl.
Yeah.
And it's just because they can't.
Now, I got to be honest with you. What she's saying is true. You know what it is? It's pretty. It's prettiness. Like, yo, us guys, or maybe I'm just a simp, whatever. Say whatever. I don't care. Nigga, to me, it's preposterous that Sweetie is so beautiful and she would be selling. Like, yo, give me $5,000 to fuck. Like, that sounds crazy to me. You know why? I feel like she could get a billionaire to wife her up. So, like, when I hear that she's selling it, it just sounds wild. Now, a chick like Sukihana, yo, Sukihana looks like my brother. No disrespect. She looks like my brother. If she says she's selling pussy for $250, I believe her. Like, what it is that women like Sweetie, we have a natural inclination to be like, nah, that's not happening. And also, they know that, so they don't claim it. Sukihana ain't gonna run from it. She like, yo, it is what it is. Sweetie is gonna act like she ain't doing the same thing. And I think that's where the distinction is.
They like double dutch, like they jump in, they jump out, because they don't believe you. So when you be making your bops and shit, they be thinking that you like a fake ghetto girl. Yeah. And it's just because they can't figure you out. And it's like, bitch, if you selling that ass, you selling that ass, whatever you doing, like, that's what you do. Right. But you just need to say what the fuck you doing, because that little bit of authenticity that they don't feel like you give it, like, they want that from you, whatever you is. Like, you keep saying you're a Cancer, that's all. We need more than that, bitch. If you selling that ass, you selling that ass.
Yeah. So bitches should just stop rapping and just say, hey, I sell pussy.
No. I don't think she should stop. I don't think she should stop rapping. I just feel like whatever just living your truth, whatever the fuck it is that you do.
Right.
Whether you a nigga that buy pussy, a nigga that whatever the fuck people do, just live in your truth. That's why I got fans, because I say what I did. I know what the fuck I did. Can't nobody ever really call me out on nothing because I already said it. I already did it.
No, I love that you live in your truth.
Yeah.
So what it costs?
I don't sell pussy anymore.
Oh, you
yeah.
used
So
to?
when I was in the hood, you feel me?
Okay.
Yeah, like
in the hood. Okay.
What's the old price? We want to know. What's the old price?
You rich now though.
Yeah, but you know everybody.
So you buy dick up now.
I feel like at the end of the day, bitches that be, you know, these some of these hoes be putting money on the counter type of hoes, like on the dresser type of hoes, and then some of these bitches be like, oh, court me, you know, or getting flued out, you feel me, and then fucking with a nigga. Then that's all in the same circle.
Right.
All of it. All these hoes is in the same circle for real.
Okay.
Real.
So
Crazy.
6ix9ine, referred to as Tracy Morgan. I know you trolled it and laughed, but you know, does anything hurt your feelings anymore in this shit?
Why would it hurt my feelings? Like, I'm a comedian.
Okay.
Like, I'm the one who said it. I say Tracy's my dad. Yeah, no, like, come on.
Yeah.
To be honest, like, people, you probably don't know me. I'm a real sweet, funny girl, but when it comes to those jokes and roasting, like, I would really eat 6ix9ine up.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I will say this, though. Women like Sukihana are the coolest chicks because they don't hit you with what most females hit you with. Oh, you hurt my feelings. They really don't give a fuck. And I ain't gonna lie, I kind of identify with women like that because you don't have to, like, watch your mouth around them. Pause. You don't have to, like, be thinking, oh, I made this joke about them just like they can make a joke about me, and they're going to do the most. Like, these are down-ass bitches, man.
For real, like anytime, any day.
Okay.
But I mean, I don't know what made me.
Yeah, how that shit with y'all even start? Because you know, then you said he ate you up.
Oh no, he wanted to eat my butt. That's what I said.
Oh,
wait, no, I just said no. When he said was, it was funny. Like, cause I just like show love, like as a comedian. But
so
like,
you never met him before at all?
I feel like no, I haven't met him. But he, you know, 6ix9ine, like.
He's funny as shit, though. We gotta give it to him.
Yeah, he is funny, but he's not more funny than me, though.
Nah, at all. Nah. Nobody's funnier than you.
Yeah, I don't think so, because a lot of people.
Nah, Sukihana, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think I rock with you, but 6ix9ine is one of the funniest niggas out here. I ain't gonna cap with you still.
Won't say. I think he does he takes accountability about being a snitch, right?
He owned up to that. He owned up to that.
He owns up to the shit.
I feel like that snitching shit is like becoming popular now, though.
Yeah, it is. I ain't gonna lie. I think he owns up to his shit, but I do feel like me and him like the same type of dick. So it's like, and then he thought I was bald head, like he was, because I don't know something.
You know what I would do? Yo, fuck a Vlad type interview. I'd offer $100,000 each. Sukihana and 6ix9ine, y'all go fuck, and let me promote it on OnlyFans. Chat, like we in different times, man. Music ain't selling no more, man. Get these two ratchet motherfuckers to go fuck. Give me the tape, and I'll go promote it on OnlyFans for them, and then they get 25% each on the back end. That's fire. I gotta do some deal like that. See, I both get 100,000. Wait, that's it, 100,000 or 50,000? I'm messing it up. 50,000, right? Bro, like, why not? Somebody say you good, nigga. What the fuck else would y'all want to watch these motherfuckers do, bro?
I'm black, but my hair's on my back, baby.
Somebody said, why would I want a tape to sell? Cause y'all, bro, y'all know y'all made Selena Powell $10 million. As much as y'all keep saying Selena's disgusting, Selena's this, y'all paid her $10 million to watch her fuck on OnlyFans. I don't want to hear nothing what y'all are saying. Y'all niggas paid $10 million to watch Selena fuck on OnlyFans. Sukihana and 6ix9ine, y'all will pay money too. Like, stop all this, oh, ew, no. Y'all niggas is still subscribing.
And I think, okay, so he says I look like a man, but he's in my DM want to eat my pussy, so.
Oh, he slid in your DM?
Yes.
We need
I
that.
posted it. You seen
Oh,
it?
you did? I didn't. I got to pull that up.
See that.
I got to pull it
Yeah,
up.
I said for him to leave me alone. or I'm going to snatch that 27 piece out his head and stuff it in his ass. And he said, we can take it off together.
I think y'all gonna meet one day and y'all might like each other.
No, I don't like.
What if he want to pay? What if he got a
I don't think he-
100,000 for a date?
I mean, I make 100,000 already in a weekend. Like I really make a lot of money. So it's like a weekend.
You did OnlyFans?
Yeah.
What's the most amount of money you made on there? Because I know your shit booming on there.
I made millions of dollars.
What?
Yeah. I don't even really like now. I don't even really get on there like that. Like, you know, I might every now and then maybe like a special holiday or whatever. I'll post some pictures, but like I'm like doing a lot of TV and film.
Yeah.
I made like millions of dollars on OnlyFans. Any day, anytime.
What was you doing on there though?
I was doing a lot. Don't act like you don't know.
No,
I've been everywhere. So we're not gonna go there because
that's COi Leray new man, yo. You know COi Leray fucking him.
I promise.
Okay, well, baby, bless your heart. Bless your heart. But I made like millions of dollars on OnlyFans. It was and I guess why I made my OnlyFans during the pandemic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bitch was fucked up. Yeah, like when the pandemic started, you know, it was a difference from when it started and how it was going. But when the pandemic started, I think I just started loving hip hop or something like that. Bro, I was fucked up. I didn't even have a crib.
What?
Yeah, no, I ain't have no crib, I didn't have no car, nothing like that. I was just like, you know what, I gotta make it happen. I gotta figure out a way to put some food on the table and a roof over my head.
Yeah.
But
all right, man. Cool. Chat, we jacking for topics, so I ain't gonna lie to you. I know this is a late stream. We're about to hit 4 hours on my end, but I know I did an intro, so let's see. Yo, shout to this page, bro. Joe Budden fan page. Hey, bro, could you at least, we rock with you over here. Could you at least put, some chat nigga shit as like one of the things? You feel me? Like, we rock with you, bro. We love giving you content. And I wouldn't strike you ever. Let's see. I'll be on this page a lot. Gilbert Arenas is claiming Ray Allen was better than him. All right, we know. Joe Budden told my burner boy.
On Houston the other night looked like a dud.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. I mean, if the footage online is true. Looked like the emptiest show he's ever had.
Yeah.
But you can't just be saying shit out here.
Yeah. Words got consequences.
You can't just be saying shit out here.
What did he say? Fuck with broke fans.
He was arguing with the fans.
More or less.
And I ain't gonna lie, sometimes the big hit will hurt you. Like, since that last live.
I'm gonna cut Joe off right here. Yo, Joe, stick to dating Dominican bitches. I love you, brother. But if you think Burna Boy's wave is because of Last, like he's a one-hit wonder, you know nothing about Afrobeats. I'm an Afrobeats connoisseur. So if you're talking about Davido, if you're talking about Thames, if you're talking about Wizkid, you're talking about if you're talking about Burna Boy, if you're talking about Asaka, it's so much depth to this shit. Listen, yes, U.S. mainstream may have caught on him with Last. This guy's a prolific musician. Like, again, being honest, his album after Love Domini is, it's okay. Because I think he tried to do songs with 21 Savage. He was kind of like almost embracing being a New York African. But Love Domini is absolute classic. African Giant classic. Like, bro, when I went to City Field, it wasn't a bunch of niggas. It was ethnic people who were descendants of immigrants or people, like a lot of Nigerians, Ghanaians, it was Kenyans. Brother, he's not a one-hit wonder. I'm never going to sit here and let y'all violate my nigga Burna Boy. Like, granted, I do think he does have, I do think some of the attitude stuff is like playing a part into stuff. And yes, he doesn't have a current hit, but he's not a one-hit wonder. Do not act like Last is the thing that put him on. He did a stadium. None of the niggas you like, Joe, could do a fucking stadium. That's a fact. Joel Santana can't do it. Nigga, like all them niggas can't do it. Fuck out of here. So, I want to defend Burna Boy a bit because Burna Boy is a goat, nigga. I'm sorry to tell y'all.
Since that last live, now everybody shadow, like they start expecting you to start producing like that at that clip.
No.
And if you don't, I don't think Burna Boy's had a record anywhere near that record. He's been on joints.
Cap. I don't want to say that's cap. Cap. This is where, Joe is a casual of Afro beats. There's a lot more going on. There's a lot more going on when it comes to Burna Boy. Yes, some of it is the attitude. Some of it is the fans are saying, yo, we feel like you're looking down on us. Some of it is some of the happenings in that Nigerian Afrobeats market, him, Davido, Wizkid, all of these people that are playing a part. Yes, a lot of it, like, it's not just, oh, he doesn't have a hit. He didn't fill a stadium just because of Last. Because when I went to that concert at Citi Field, it wasn't a bunch of white people there. When you're filling a stadium like Kendrick did with GNX Tour because of Not Like Us or whatever, you see a bunch of white people there just because they identify with one song. I saw, nigga, that shit smell like jollof rice up in there at Citi Field. 45,000 people sold. That's a fact. This nigga's a bona fide star. He just has to get a couple things right, I definitely believe.
Yeah, he been on joints.
He got joints though. When you set the bar so high for yourself early, they start looking at you to produce that way. Not just fans, but the labels. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. So, shout.
That's another thing that I disagree with Joe with. When it comes to Puerto Rican artists, when it comes to like the Bad Bunnies, the Anuels, the Rochi, the Young Chimmy, all of those artists that go in Hispanic music or music that's more in line with Dominican Republic, and also when it comes to Central C, when it comes to that's a UK artist, when it comes to all these Afrobeat artists, this is where I think this is outside. Respectfully, I love Joe. This is outside Joe's realm. Because I'm an international nigga. I was born in Jamaica. That's a fact. It ain't about labels that get this shit popping. It's not labels. There's no label that could take credit for Central C. There's no label that could actually take credit for Bad Bunny. There's no label that takes credit for Anuel. There's no label that takes credit for Thames. None of that. This is culture and the diaspora of whether it's Hispanic music, Latin culture, African music, African culture. That shit flows through the Caribbean everywhere. This is not labels. I want to let y'all know. If we talking about some bum ass nigga in New York, that's labels. These people that are coming to sell out stadiums in the United States and they're not from the United States, it's not because of labels. If the labels could do that, they would grab a nigga from Sri Lanka and Bangladesh, Mozambique, and say, that's popping in the United States. Not happening. These are people that what happens is when you look at the United States and you look at the diaspora of no matter what type of region, sect, racial ethnicity, you're going to see some, oh, okay, that's like reggae. I like reggae. Oh, that's like scat. I like that. That's like soca. I like that. That's kind of like Afrobeats. I like that. That's kind of like K-pop. I like that. That's what it is. What Joe is talking about, Joe don't know. I love Joe, but he don't know what he's talking about. Facts. And let me state it unequivocally. Burna Boy being popping or not popping got nothing to do with labels. A label cannot make Burna Boy popping in the United States. Burna Boy is a global African artist. You cannot force Americans to like him. Because here's the thing. The majority of Americans that are going to like him are going to be ethnically already in tune. Oh, they got people from Ghana, Kenya, Sierra Leone, South Africa, Lagos, Nigeria. You're going to have people from Liberia. You're going to have those people that fuck with him. That's not labels. When niggas trying to get New York, Bronx, and Harlem to fuck with some shit, that's labels. Trust.
That record, he's been on joints.
Yeah, he been on joints.
He got joints though. When you set the bar so high for yourself early, they start looking at you to produce.
Yo, put it like this. There's a Puerto Rican nigga. Like, first of all, there's Puerto Rican niggas that come over here and do arenas, and there's niggas in New York that do hip hop that can't do arenas. It's not about labels, my nigga. It's about culture. If you have a shared culture, a shared identity, and you go to places like the Northeast where there's a lot of Africans, there's a lot of Dominicans, there's a lot of Puerto Ricans, and your culture mixed with the music could identify with those people, you could do motherfucking Prudential Center, Barclays, or Madison Square Garden, as opposed to the niggas who are here who are talking about like, shmoney dance. You're not doing shit. That's what people have to realize about some of this international music. International music is never labels. Facts. International music is not labels. Your local music is labels. An international label cannot dictate or cannot force or super force Central C onto people. No, they can't. They can't force Thames. They can't force WizKid. They can't force Burna Boy. They can't force Davido. They can't force Bad Bunny. They can't force Anwell. It's the reason why you have Bad Bunny say, I'm not even touring the U.S. If it was about labels, you think, Bad Bunny literally says he don't give a fuck about the U.S. He's selling out every stadium. How is he doing it? What label is doing it? None. He's playing in global international culture. So when y'all talk about Burna Boy, he's like Bad Bunny. If Bad Bunny went cold today, you can't say, the label stopped spending. They never started. You need to analyze what's going on within his culture, within his music, and the diaspora that listens to him. That's why he would be cold. That's why when it comes to Burna Boy, nothing has to do with label. I'm telling you that. Trust.
Joints though.
When you set the bar so high for yourself early, they start looking at you to produce that way. Not just fans, but the.
None of y'all went to Burna Boy's concert. I'm telling you, I went to Burna Boy's concert, and I'm going to the next one. It was ethnic people there. It's African niggas. Y'all niggas ever been to an African cookout? And you're like, damn, I didn't even know this was African over here. Yes, nigga, they were there. It's not the regular concert goers. To most people going to Burna Boy concert, to Bad Bunny, they feel like it's a sense of identity. Oh, shit. Yo, I feel like I'm repping my country, my heritage, my way of life. It's way different than what we see when it comes to regular music, where people are just, we're just trying to promote a song.
Labels, it hurts. It hurts. So, shout out to Burna Boy.
Yeah, good luck.
Sure he still puts on a good show if he's not being an absolute dickhead.
Burna Boy performs better than every hip hop rapper, including Travis Scott. I stand on that. That's a fact. Love Travis Scott, but with all them elaborate stages and Burna Boy performs better than you. He sings every single song. No, like he's fucked the backing track. Burna Boy would be the best performer in hip hop. Facts.
I need to shut up. I think he was trying to clear one of my records. I need to shut up.
Okay. Anyway. Kenyon Martin loses it after Gil. What? Okay. Stephen A. Smith defends LeBron after Fat Joe says LeBron is slowing the game down. Okay. All right, we don't care about these sports things. Cameron and Mace react to their moderator saying she thought Ja Morant must have said something about Meg Thee Stallion. Huh? All right, I won't even take that serious. It's a lot of sports shit. Yeah, people ain't talking about hip-hop now, bro. It's like we're talking about sports. Jim Jones tells Joe they're trying to clown him for he dresses, but they don't realize these are his own creations and designs. Not what?
Is attaching themselves to that, dive into fashion the way I've been doing it like this past year. It's seeing how prevalent the past has now. Like, yo, bro, everything I used to do is even more important now, it seems like, from the way the kids are attaching themselves to it. You know what I mean? There's a whole generation that did it. Now there's a whole new generation that's doing it. And then it's like, they don't really get the association is the funny thing. Like, some of them know, some of them don't. They be looking at me like, oh, why you dressing like you're a young nigga in life? Dressing like this, this is me. I made this. This is my whole creation and things like that. So now it's like, all right.
And the funny shit though, when you own it, you ain't gonna care where they think it's from. And I own it. The check is coming this way. See, that's the thing. Like, how much of our lives we gonna spend being the commercial or billboard for somebody else's shit? And we don't even know the value that we bring into it, so we don't even know how to negotiate if that's the route you want to take.
Thank you.
If somebody was to come do a fashion capsule and say, all right, you inspired this, we giving you a little bit of this, niggas ain't gonna know what to say.
Bro, I feel cheated every time I speak to somebody like that about fashion that wants to do a deal with me about fashion, wants to do.
You should.
Like, I feel cheated. Like, yo, bro,
you should.
Y'all know you're trying to steal from me right now. Like, it's the craziest shit. Like, even with, like, I'm just like,
I'm getting mad thinking about it. Well, not mad, because what I will say is, again, new times. So today is the first time we seeing some of these fashion houses come to Rocky or go to Will Smith's son, Jaden Smith.
Yo, respectfully, yo. And I'm not hating on Jim Jones. I like Jim Jones. And no matter what, you know, him shouting at me over 6ix9ine, I'm not using that as anything. Yo, Jim, respectfully, I'm not a fashion dude. And I don't know fashion. I'm not going to use your age. Who cares about that? But you pop big shit. Show us with numbers. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you're talking like you're A$AP Rocky and Kanye. Could you sell 10,000 pieces? If that doesn't happen, bro, we don't want to hear this shit no more. I want to see numbers because I keep hearing this Jim Jones stuff, like, in a lot of cases, and I feel like it's all talk and propaganda. If he come back and be like, yo, everybody's buying the shit I'm putting out, different conversation. I want to see that shit. That's dope. But a lot of what I'm hearing, and of course, I feel like the way Joe was talking, I feel like Joe's scared of Jim. But everybody's scared of Jim because Jim's a little bit, you know what I mean? Like, Jim really still, like, he's still blooded and gangbanging right now. But the reality is this. Even when Jim was talking about Nas, we got to start getting to some tangible shit. Oh, yeah, I made my whole outfit. Great. I'm glad you got a sewing machine. You made it. Could you show me the sales? This is what niggas get to when they're at the business meeting, right? Hey, how much did you sell? Is this in high demand? Does Nike and Adidas and Reebok, do they have to get in the Jim Jones business because the way you're producing clothes and the way you're... I never hear that. I just hear a bunch of bullshit. And I'm not saying this, and I really have nothing against Jim. I hope you know. But like, I do feel like Jim be talking about himself like he's Ye. Respectfully. The way, when I hear Jim sounds like he's A$AP Rocky or Ye. And I'm like, who the fuck is buying this shit? You get what I'm saying? Now, if he had proof of concept, and he's like, shut the fuck up, nigga. Look, I sold this out. That's 8,000 pieces, 10,000 pieces. Yo, niggas, this is a wave. I feel that Jim is bullying his way into this fear of saying that he's some influencer, whether fashion or otherwise, and niggas is kind of just scared to say, Jim, the numbers don't match what you're saying. And the reason why I think Jim is like this big ass blood and everybody don't want to challenge him. If I just want to, like, for example, I ain't gonna lie, his fit, yeah, Jim is old. I ain't gonna lie, he old, but I like this fit. The fit look good. This fit does look good. I ain't gonna lie, the fit look good. If he could get 10,000 people to buy this shit, I'm like, yeah, that's dope. But I feel like Jim is like the nigga who's selling like 300 CDs, but he gonna talk like he's selling 300,000. And that's all I want to see. Somebody said Jim is not fashion influence. Well, I wouldn't say he's not, though, because Kanye was leaning on him for a little bit. Kanye did. So I'm not gonna disrespect. No. Kanye was leaning on him. I never looked at Jim in terms of fashion until I heard Kanye said he did. But of course, I'm not fashion inclined, so I'm looking at Kanye, the bigger brand, to be like, oh, who do you? And when he says Jim, I'm like, okay, all right, so Jim got some shit. So my thing is that I think Jim is trying to build up to the numbers that he probably would need. But the thing with New York niggas, every time you hear them talk, they talk like they're already there. You know? That shirt is tough, though. I ain't gonna lie. The shirt is tough. I hope y'all understand. I'm being reasonable. Like, bro, the shirt is tough. My thing is, I just don't think no one's copping it like that. And the moment I realize they are, because I'm not fashion inclined, I'm be like, yo, Jim is on a different wave. Like, niggas need to pay respect. Right? Somebody says, don't know Jim influence. ASAP got the swag from him and the dot. Really? So you're telling me, like, ASAP Rocky got it from Jim? Okay, cool. Here's my point. It's not about who ASAP Rocky got it from. If ASAP Rocky right now wore that outfit and said, yo, I'm putting this on sale, or yo, this is the joint, everybody's copping it, right? And that's what I think is the true definition of what that fashion influencer is. So for me, I feel like I've been hearing a lot of Jim propaganda for the last 3 months. I just want one proof of concept. Like, yo, everybody's copying this because I did it. And I will shut the fuck up and I'll actually be on his team. Like, in terms of, yo, if Jim says this, it's probably what it is. The thing is, I feel like Jim is doing a lot of talking and I haven't seen. And again, I'm not fashion inclined, so maybe I'm missing it. Be like, oh shit, everybody is doing this. And not only like trendsetter, like everybody's wearing this because you're wearing it. Because he's comparing himself to people who sell product. I'm looking for him to sell product, right? Even if it's independent, right? But it's all good. Whack and whatever. Okay. Wait, Joe says he spends
that only buys fruit.
That's not
and
me.
only spends
We are
on
talking
toothpaste and toilet paper.
That's not true.
So he sees anything that's not necessary as wasteful.
That's
I
not
understand
true.
that about him. So I'm not beefing
That's
with
who
him.
I am. That's what y'all gonna sit here and let him say some dumb
No,
shit?
nigga.
Let me ask Joe a question. Joe,
If I spend $250,000 on clothes a year, it should say that's wasteful.
It is, but I'm not knocking it.
I will say it's not.
So Joe, what makes something wasteful? Maybe that's let's get on the same page. What makes something wasteful?
I think that's on the person.
That's what I'm asking this person. What makes it wasteful?
Yo, this nigga just said, if I spend if I spend $250,000 a year on clothes, Ish says that's wasteful.
He's famous. That's
Nigga,
the part you need.
do you know niggas don't make 20?
I gotta cut this off. Yo, Cardi told me a number because he's trying to work with, I think, Mason Margiela. So he said he wasn't getting the shit for free. He said he bought it. He told me a number. I won't tell y'all the number. He told me a number he spent. Y'all would look at Joe and say, Joe, you poor. Respectfully to Ish, Joe is making $20 million of Patreon. I'm pretty sure all y'all salaries fit within $1 million, respectfully. So Joe is making $19 million. Let's say production goes for another $1 million. Joe making $18 million a year, okay? Let me just tell you how this works. Joe is the brand. It's the Joe Budden podcast, not Joe Budden and Ish, not Joe Budden and Ice, not Joe Budden and that weird-looking white girl. It's Joe Budden podcast. For him to develop a brand that could probably further that 20 million to maybe 40, $250,000 in clothes a year isn't that bad. Again, it's all about what you're making and what you're trying to get to, right? I'm in the back with Cardi This is a really popular guy. He really cares about image. He had 3,000 outfits in his dressing room when it's no way, and he's at the venue for one night. There's no way he could wear 3,000 outfits for that night. Why? Because for him, his presence, his image, that's what helps him get to the bigger bag. If Joe feels like he needs to up his fashion to try to get from making 20 million to 25, this is money. This is conversations that's above y'all pay grade. You get what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Yo, when I tell people, oh, my landscapers cost me $30,000, what? I would have cut the grass myself. Yeah, that makes sense to you. It doesn't to me. Again, I'm not here trying to, it always sounds like an asshole to argue opulence, but it is what it is. You don't get to make $20 million a year on a podcast if you aren't doing some of the things that it's exorbitant and probably might seem wasteful on face value, but it ends up paying off. And I think that's where I don't even need to hear anymore.
$8,000 a month, you spending it on clothes.
He won't understand.
You're trying to make me sound like Burna Boy.
You spend on the stuff you spend on like food and tools and shit. That's a part of your job. That's a part of his job. You have to have clothes, though. You have to have clothes. This is a part of it.
But you're sitting here defending some bullshit. Wait, but Joe could come in here with a white T-shirt on and some sweatpants.
All right, and this is where I think Ish, and I think he's really smart, but he loses the plot. Joe Budden, like, again, with all due respect, nobody thinks about the Joe Budden podcast and says, what is Ice doing? No, respectfully to Ice. Or what is Ish doing? You guys are within his universe. Joe is like the meteoric star. Yes, when he walks outside, he represents a podcast. When y'all walk outside, y'all are just a co-host. If he feels that he needs to up his game on a fashion sense, it's probably not going to the pod. Now I'd agree with Ish if it was, you need to do all this just to come pod with us. Yeah, you're bullshit. Him trying to up the yo, this is how we are. This is the type of caliber and how we dress in our style. This is above what they are because they never represented the brand. You can't represent a brand that's a $20 million brand where you might have to be on red carpets, this, that, and third, with a Ish University shirt or a hoodie. Respectfully. But y'all wouldn't understand that because this is why Joe probably pays nothing. And I don't know what Joe pays. He's not going to pay y'all as much. And he shouldn't, because he's the only one that's tasked to represent the brand. He's tasked that when he goes out and it's a red carpet variety, it could be a Lionsgate premiere, he's the Joe Budden podcast. He's not bringing all y'all out. It's just him. So yes, he needs to have different outfits, something rare, something exquisite, because he's representing the brand. Y'all could keep showing up in gym workout outfits, respectfully. And I'm not saying, I love these guys, by the way, so there's no diss. But yeah, like, again, to make more money, no one's spending $300 and making $30 million. It would sound amazing too. You get to realize you got to, you cap out it a bit, then you realize you got to invest more. So again, if Joe is making $20 million a year, $250,000, which is 1/4 of a million, which if we then put that in, so 1/4 of a million is four quarters in a million, which would be 1/40th of 10 million, which is 1/80th. So 1/80th of what you're making, you put back into clothes, and you're an entertainer, and part of what you do is you being visible. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm just doing math here, right? Do I math? I got a math degree, so I got to make sure I'm right. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. Here we go. Okay. If Joe's making $250,000 divided by $20 million times. Okay. Actually, what the fuck? Did I fuck that up? Oh, yeah. 250. Wait, did I just fuck it up? It's no way I just fucked that up. Okay. Yo, Rutgers is like, yo, give us that math degree back, nigga. The fuck? That's not the accurate math. Wait. I'm a little late. How much is $250,000? Oh, so it'd be what percentage? Oh, that's what I need. Yeah. What percentage? So what percentage of, I'm dumb, $250,000 divided by 20 million? I still feel like I'm fucking this up. Times, yeah, so it's that times. Oh yeah, no, I'm right. Yeah, it's 1.25%. Right? Okay. I knew I was doing the math right. It's just that it's so astronomical. I'm thinking like, what? Wait, am I right? No, it's not. Wait, hold on. It's 250,000. All right, hold on. Let me just go to ChatGPT, bro. What percentage of 20 million is 250K? Okay, it's doing the math. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, so I'm right. That's just a show. Yo, Ish, you tweaking, nigga. Joe making $20 million a year. $250,000 is 1.25%. Like you're hung up on the number. But that's why I could tell these conversations tell me what they're getting paid. Right? Because they're looking at $250,000, that's more than what I get paid or equal to what I get paid, whatever. But for $20 million, $250,000 is 1.25%. If that's your wardrobe budget, I think that's decent. I'm sorry. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was thinking, I'm like, the percentage seems so low and that's what I'm saying. Ish is arguing like why I did my calculations twice. Like, no, it's $250,000. That's a lot of money. The nigga making $20 million. If you're making $20 million a year, yes, $250,000 is nothing. And if that's your wardrobe budget, that's fine. Somebody said, come on, not just because you have it don't mean you have to spend it. With that mentality, you're going to stay broke. Let me tell you this. In any industry, when you're going to be investing at least 30% back into the business. So if you're making $100 and you're not investing 30, like you're not trying to grow the business. Usually people invest at least half if they're trying to grow the business. So if Joe Budden's making $20 million and he wants to grow it to $30 million, he should be thinking, let me try to invest up to $10 million. This is how it works. Like, and again, anybody who like, the thing is $20 million seems such like a large amount of money. If you're like, why would I do that? Okay, this is why you're not the people who grow a business. Because you're going to have to invest constantly. You know, most companies that eventually become a $100 million company, they'll make $20 million and then they'll invest 25. That's how it works. You're trying to grow. So again, when I hear that 1.25% of the budget is going towards, anyway, I don't even know why I even have these conversations. I don't even know why I have these conversations. Y'all got it. Any more topics? We made it to 4 hours. I'm actually proud. Day 2, down the books.
Trump that came from a similar background. That person is.
Okay. Anyway. Any more? Yo, I felt so dumb trying to calculate that math. It was crazy. All right. No more Jim Jones stuff. I feel like, am I missing a topic here? Am I missing a topic? I missed the Uzi stuff. I know Uzi, some guy told Uzi fell off. Blueface, what happened with Blueface? Yeah, you know what? I'll come back tomorrow and do that. Blueface, they got some blood and Crip shit. Like, bro, I don't be like really tuning into that shit. I was going to No Jumper for my daily gang news, bro. What No Jumper hitting for? FYBJ, man, what? Even this shit not even hip-hop. Blueface bands, what?
I'm going to try to do the prize picks one, like, kind of right away.
I'm not going to wish to double those twins on Ant.
And that they don't know anything about what...
Anyway. All right, chat. I'll be back on tomorrow. I'll be back on, or not tomorrow, but later today. I'm going to take a 3-hour nap. Go do my little construction shit, get some food, and get back on here for day 3. And don't say nothing else. It's day 3. Okay? All right, chat. I appreciate y'all. You know, trust me, it took a lot for me to get up, grind it out. It's 6 a.m. Yo, it's so weird on the East Coast. I think 6 a.m. the sun starts coming up. So I gotta like look outside. Like it's probably the sun's coming up now. Anyway. Love y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all. I will be back. Hey, please. My only ask of y'all, we're rocking out daily. I'm not only gonna cover hip hop. We're gonna be just talking about anything, bro. Just give me like on heavy hip hop days. Trust. I'm gonna, of course. I know my job. I'm gonna handle that. But like, if we start talking about some shit, you're like, yo, come on, like you're not that much into it. Just give it a chance, because what happens is this is the boring time of hip hop. The boring time of hip hop is now. And, you know, I could bring up some evergreen topics, but I want to keep shit fresh and current. So, you know, I know y'all understand. I love y'all. All right. Thank y'all for watching, and I appreciate y'all. I will see y'all in a few hours. Well, probably about, let me see. Let's say 12 hours or so. Like, y'all see me back at like 6 a.m. or 6 p.m. No. Actually, you're going to see me back earlier. Fuck. Yeah, you're going to see me at, you're seeing me at 4. So you're seeing me back in 10 hours. You're going to see me back in 10 hours. Wow. Okay, great. So we'll do a more hip-hop like stream, because especially it's going to be daytime. And I'll make sure you guys are good, all right? Chat, love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Go get some sleep. Make sure you guys are tapped in. And also, I can't wait for Thanksgiving. I wish we could have like a Chat Nigga Friendsgiving or something like that, right? But get ready for Thanksgiving if you live in the United States. And if you're in the Indian TD call center, hopefully you guys have some